because God forbid I do anything right.
That would be first.
I know, right? Go through one session without me having to import something, fix something, accidentally delete something, redo something, or repeat myself 101 times. I'm gonna cry now. Someone hold me. But yeah, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can't say earlier that someone else is old for having a wife and child, and now you miss someone to hold you.
It's different, Fox. I just need a cuddle. I just need the loving embrace of another human being. That's all.
I'm not giving it. Well, $20.
Yeah, you look like a $20 guy.
I am very easily bribed.
What you want to do is just take off 3 syllables there. Once you get to the easy part, just skip everything else. But when last we were here, in the Chilton Peninsula of Chult, this peninsula that is a peninsula of Chult.
Is it in Chult?
Yeah, it's a peninsula.
If it's wired and it's long, it's showed.
Use traips through the jungle. Yeah. People were still not a fan of other people, as to be expected.
Racism! Woo!
And what else? No one got insurance. It's great. I'm gonna change map and hopefully it doesn't shit itself for Tom. I'm hoping. I'm praying. As everybody's sheets are now fully updated. Lonely party token. It's got the lonely party token. Yep. We are
so back. We're so back. We're the greatest back of all time.
And it's just the flick for Tom, which is going to be problematically bad if he ended up crashing out, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it's just going really slow. But yeah, we're going to take a long rest here, and were yet to set up a order in which this would be taken. Someone, Icarith, there we go, cast alarm in a spot, and everybody was settling in for the night. The question is, in regards to that settling in, who is on first watch?
I will.
Who's on first?
Icarith, you're taking first?
Yeah.
Who's on second?
I'll go second.
I'll go second.
You can't both go. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
You can both go second if you want.
That is what I'm saying, yes.
Okay, works for me.
I'm gonna talk your fucking ears off again.
Tom, I'm hoping you can do this.
This is why I betrayed you.
I know exactly how to wake you up when it's your turn.
Flashbang, through the door.
Yeah, I'm good to go third.
Cool. I was making sure you could still hear us because you're still on the other scene, and it makes me think, what if it's crashed again?
Discord hasn't yet, so that's more important because I can talk to people.
We're gonna have to put Discord on your phone. That's what we're gonna have to do. That's what will happen. A joke, a jest. Technology is scary. Anyway, she's all do whatever you would. I forget exactly what happened. It was a very abrupt ending last session because we had a crash, and then Gark was like, "Well, I'd like to go just now," so he went. So my watch is dead. I don't know why I'm checking the time. But yeah, as use all.
Where is our guide?
She is.
Where's the bow token?
She's down here. With
Oh,
the what token?
the bow token. Like,
Oh no, I
like,
actually fixed
focus.
her and put her thing on it so that her profile photo is there.
well, can we go
Were you
back to
not
the bow?
there last session, Ruby?
What do you mean?
Because she already was there with the big forehead last session.
Yeah, I was there. I just like the bow.
But she has the bow in her forehead.
That's too fucking bad!
Well, I want the bow token because it's funny.
Anyway,
Make your own.
No.
as
Okay,
Then-
my next character is gonna be a sentient bow.
the night settles in, and you all start to wind down and take the appropriate rests that you do, Vox, I'm gonna require from you a perception check, but also let me know what you're doing. What's Hikaret doing at this moment in time?
Rugs.
Hunting birds.
Oh my fucking god.
That was a joke, by the way.
Now just blast!
That was a joke. It was a very good one.
Very good.
Wait, Ishvirat doesn't have like
Morals.
a book. Ah, wait, there is a book in loot. What book is this? Huh? Contains. It just says book.
Is that that's probably a starter kit thing.
Yeah, probably. You know what? I'll read the book. And while I'm at it, oh, okay. The only instrument I have is the lyre. I guess I'll swap between reading the book and playing on the lyre.
You quiet down over there. Try
The
to
lyre is
sleep.
pretty soft. You can, or at least you can play it softly.
You'll go from fingering pages to fingering strings. I see how it is.
What?
And
What?
then I'll get
what
into
song?
someone's tent and finger.
Oh. What chords do you play? A minor?
I saw it come. I was going to say G minor for some reason. Isn't G? Oh, G minor not the? It's either G or G minor that's the opening to Black Parade.
Yeah, I'll play the G.
Oh, no,
star
yeah,
or
that's
minor.
G.
Yes.
Somewhere in Baldur's Gate, a man does his eyeliner in a spider mirror, ready to go to a bar.
When I was
But as you
a young tiefling, my
play
father left
the
me.
lyre and do your own little thing here, you gonna roll me that perception check there, buddy?
Perception.
14.
That's fine.
I'll get that from out between my teeth before I start choking on it again. 4 days. Enjoy your little time here as you hear the strings play on your lyre, and as you flick through your book and you read all manner of. I don't know. Like it's this book could be porn for all we know. This is the first time I've seen it. Why don't you tell us what the contents of this book is?
Okay, so according to the description, a book contains fiction or non-fiction. If you consult an accurate non-fiction book about its topic, you gain a +5 bonus to intelligence. Ooh, checks you make about that topic.
What?
Okay. That's pretty cool. I guess
that's
it's a non-fiction book.
So is that a thing for my book as well that I bought? Like
No,
+5?
your book's Volo's Guide to Monsters. It lets you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It lets you make checks on these monsters. It's the whole reason that when you say, I want to... Bye, Tom. It is the whole reason that when you say, can I make a check to see if I know what this monster is? It's the whole reason I have to say,
Yeah.
yes.
Aha.
So I guess it's a book about a particular topic.
What particular topic?
Um,
I wonder.
uh,
Is it consent laws in Chilton? In Chilt?
maybe on how to make traps or something, or how to make and recognize traps, something like this.
Step 1, buy knee-high socks. Step 2, 4chan.
Step 3, optional estrogen.
You read your Scooby-Doo book on traps because you are now Fred.
That would
As you
make me
start-
Scooby.
Yeah, it would. As you start reading through the book, you see all manner of traps, little
wait,
hunting
no,
traps
what's the
to
name?
catch some rabbits, the little snare traps, the box traps. You also see some more unique traps that require lots of sticks and plenty of preparation time. Very guerrilla warfare, shall we say.
Is it in Vietnamese?
Yeah, like the traps you would have seen in Vietnam, such as the one where the bamboo shoots just spring out from a tree and impale you. Or the ones that's a small
It's more of an
hole
Indiana
dug in the
Jones trap
ground.
than a Vietnam trap.
Or the small hole dug in the ground with the sharp sticks pointed up in the little trap door that makes it impossible to pull your foot out of. Vietnam was a weird time. Those guys got inventive. But your watch goes with no issues, really. It's all quiet here on the eastern front. So you hear the snorings of other party members around. I'll just I'll move these two here. I'll throw these two in here. You don't want to know what they're doing. And I'll just drop a zero down one. But yeah. A beautifully quiet night. What do you, or who do you wish to awaken?
At the end of my guard, you mean?
At the end of your guard. I realise I don't have the module in hand, so... But yeah, who do you wish to awaken at the end of your watch?
Well, I have this very handy cantrip to awaken people. But of course, it's every time a different one. So this time I will use...
Eldritch Blast.
I mean, it should work. I'll use this one here.
Minor illusion. To do what?
To make like the chirping of birds. As if it's morning. And what? Why is Brutus in my tent?
I didn't realize it was your tent. I was wondering why Amber was.
I just
sharing
put
it
people.
with me.
I just put people in tents, man.
That was your tent and Amber came with you.
You
So yeah,
wanna know
there's
what they're doing.
the chirping of a bird
You.
in your tent now.
I wake up and make awake Brutus as well.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Good morning, Brutus. Did you happen to see where that the guy cast his alarm spell by chance?
I wasn't paying attention to him.
I think it was somewhere over here. Let me just step inside of it, see if it does anything.
Well, because you're placing your head down to sleep, you hear the beep 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 of your alarm.
I'll get out and get out of the tent and go check on...
Oh, hello
It's
there.
supposed
Good
to-
morning.
Well, it's not morning yet. I was just about to go to sleep.
I thought you were gonna be sleeping. Yeah, go to sleep. I don't know what you're so waking up about.
You need some
Anything
help
wrong?
with your... You need some help with your guard?
No,
And
I'm doing
I'll cast
fine.
I'll cast light on the hat of our detective.
Now, why would you do that? I don't
Let's
need
shed some
light.
light.
Please remove it. Thank you very much.
Is that a thing I can do?
Yes, you can drop it at any time.
Yeah. Whether you want to is a
Spell
different
ends if you
story.
cast it again. Yeah, I guess I'll just end it then. Even though it was very fun. It is to be recommended.
Ugh.
I really can't stand that guy at times. You know, he always waking me up with some weird kind of illusion or light or whatever.
Well, at least I didn't get flashbangs, so I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're lucky.
As you
Don't know why he has it out for me. It's almost like he has some like ancient dispute with me.
Points at horns. Points at devil tail.
Yeah, but I suppose you have the same features, so why me out of like the three of us, you know?
I don't know, maybe he doesn't like them chatty.
I suppose people don't always take kindness to the one with the mouth.
Luckily,
Oh,
I don't
well.
get paid to have that, so I don't have to
Exactly.
say anything.
Exactly. Anyway, just let me know if you see anything. I'm gonna be reading my book.
I don't know, am I getting paid to speak?
Yes.
you hear a voice from off in the
Some-
ether.
some
Just
extra.
shut up! We're up early!
I mean, I suppose we were having this conversation quietly.
You weren't yelling.
They're a little closer to the camp than they were previous nights.
Oh my god, they're slowly trusting us.
Roll for stealth.
I will, to give them some respect, I will move slightly away from their abode to talk quieter.
But yeah, as one reads a book, what's the other doing?
Keeping a watch out. You know, if they're playing it by ear, I'm playing it by sight. Basically keeping the fire going a little bit, occasionally like look around, maybe like, anything over here? Or anything over here?
Mike, my perception check.
Sure. I can doodly do that. 15.
And as Amber is listening out by sound, she
Check
can
as
also.
well.
Yeah. Wow!
Huh.
Huh.
That was unexpected, but yeah.
Huh.
You are watching and listening. From up by north, you hear the snapping of a twig and the mulching sound, this odd, almost like something being dragged.
I very quietly close my book and like use the message cantrip to like message Brutus. You hear that? Sounds like somebody being dragged around.
Does it sound like two steps like a person, or maybe it's a beast with a kill?
Like you. Just singular though. There's no like follow up step or such to it. Just like a slight bang, snap, and then he drag.
I very quietly put my book away and I'm gonna carefully step closer, stay close, but try to be quiet. I message
Okay.
Brutus.
I'll
just-
go around the other side.
Whatever
And I'm
I
also
say,
gonna.
unless specified otherwise, I'm using message to talk to Brutus. Do not make a verbal sound.
Alright. I'll go from the other side. I'll be as careful as I can. If you want us to maybe. I'm just wondering, would you like us to roll stealth at all, or.
You can if you like. Dealer's choice.
Just figure I'd ask.
Woo! Why are you better at stealth than me?
I'm proficient. I
very-
have +4.
Aren't you wearing armor?
I'm wearing studded leather.
Oh! What the fuck? Okay.
It's the only armor I could afford.
Oh yeah, because you're broke. Can we, like, slowly move closer, like, carefully move closer to the sound?
Yeah.
Do we see
Let me
anything?
go around the corner. There we go.
You only see a large 6-foot tall flower between the trees. All the trees and the bushes, you see this flower, rather thick trunk on it, but it is very much a flower, not a tree. It has 3 bell-shaped actual flowers on it. They seem to dangle down, and they seem to be ever slightly, like, bouncing.
Is this
Could
a
I-
plant that looks like out of place here, or is it like?
With your dark vision, it's hard to tell. It's grey.
Could I
fair enough.
consult my book on it real fast?
It is not in the book.
Ooh, it could be a plant monster.
That's
Oh.
what I was thinking.
It is not in the book.
Do I see any? Is it possible to see any like drag marks in the distance? Or
The jungle floor is not as clear as you would like. Very much overgrowth all over. There does seem to be like odd bits of clearings here and there where very clear larger creatures have passed on by. We'll see it. The undergrowth is overgrown. There we go. It looks a little something like this.
But without the color.
But without
looks
the
like
colour,
something
yeah.
out of Lovecraft.
I once again message Bruce. Do you think it poses a threat?
I'm gonna reply. If you want, I can spend the rest of my watch keeping an eye on it. From here, of course.
I think it's better if we keep an eye out, but don't focus on it too hard. Stung could be a distraction, or it could draw your focus for more important things. It doesn't seem like something that would be moving closer, I suppose.
As you say that, you hear that scrape once more, and you watch like the flowers on front seem to now be bouncing forward and backward. And that plant looks just a little bit bigger than it did previously.
Is it coming towards us, or just going a direction?
It's coming towards us.
It's coming
Let's
in
go ahead.
your direction. There's a way to answer that question in a non-committal way.
Okay.
It's
Okay, I think the
this
plane's
video.
moving.
Well, the closest stand is of that asshole that keeps waking me up with light, so we'll just use him as a buffer and an early warning sign, I suppose.
Alright, here, I'll take up post between tents. I'll still have a good view of everything.
I'll stay near. I'll keep an eye on it as well. I just drag the log I was sitting on to like go in between the tents here and just sit down on it.
And I'll drag my log right here.
These are watching this thing intently and reading
Sacrificial angel. Chicken wings for the flower.
mulch for the mulch god.
Exactly.
As you watch as about every 5 minutes or so, it seems to move about 5 foot closer. Just in a straight line. You can see parts of the ground are now pulled up with it. The
Hey, boss.
suspension of disbelief that a plant is moving.
Hey, boss, you want me to shoot it yet?
Doesn't seem to have any sense stopping, but hell, what's the worst that can happen, right?
Should I wake anyone else up first?
No, I think we can deal with it. See what it
If
does,
you
you
say
know?
so. If you say so. This is not on me, as I'm gonna shoot it.
Yep. Roll an attack. 19 for 4 as it hits the flower. And it does, you watch like psh, and like little bits of leaf fly off. And it's at that point there it just seems to shift off towards you, Bruce.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna move up over here and create a firebolt and just hold it in my hand for a second to kind of get a better view, like get a colored view, and then fling it off.
Yep. 18 for 6 hits, and as it does, you watch as the tree-like creature seems to start to burn up in places, and it seems to have this thick sap that seems to ignite and sputter off and kind of harden around it as well. It's still there. You can tell now it's just hanging on and then some.
Does it seem to move in my direction instead, or is it still focused on Brutus?
It's not the. It's not the. Is it 100? It's not the plant's turn.
Okay. Well, it's more like where does it seem to shift in any way?
This
or
thing,
is it
this
just-
thing can only move 5 foot here, so like.
Yeah, no, but I'm more
And
saying like,
it's-
does it? You know,
and
because it
we're
has
in a-
flowers and
The flowers are on fire, and
There.
we're in a loosish initiative. I would say you have your passive here, and checking everybody else's passives to be safe. Yeah, no one's get any idea this is going on. Brutus, you're here. You're up.
Oh, is it basically my turn?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, got it. Well, out of curiosity, this thing's somewhat on fire, yes? Is it spreading to anything else nearby?
No. This is very much a living creature, so it has enough liquid in it to contain the fire.
Okay, just double checking. I'll move like 5 feet closer and. A quick question: are caltrops reusable? If I pick them back up,
The idea of a caltrop is that it gets stuck in the thing. So I would say no.
I could always pluck them out.
I would say no on that regard.
Okay. Fair enough. Then I'll save these and just take another shot.
Yeah. 11 for 8. You fire into the burning creature once more, and it seems to collapse.
Oh shit! It's dead already.
Careful, it just seems to collapse.
Brutus has a 9 in intelligence.
Pepsi is an 8. Who said that?
Hey, I'll have you know, it's a 7. Wait.
But yeah, the plant is just lying there smoldering.
I'll shrug and approach its seemingly dead carcass. And if nothing happens as I approach, I'm gonna douse the flames to see if there's anything worth harvesting.
Yep. It smells really bad.
Ugh.
But it is.
You now harvest the bouquet.
Bunch of shitty roses with no thorns. Yeah, it's. You douse the flames and. There isn't much left. It wouldn't even make good firewood, really, as it's still It's still technically mushy.
Okay.
I'm struggling
my-
to find the word to use.
It's what?
Well, it's not really.
Squidgy?
Eh,
If nothing else, am I able to recover any of my bolts, or did they get burnt up?
1. You always recover half, you fire 2.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
Well, that was a weird ass creature.
Well, I suppose we can always have our expert tell us what it is in the morning.
I suppose. I'm gonna be going back to my book, and I grab my log I was sitting on and bring it back to my fire and just continue reading.
Bruce will continue to keep an eye out.
Every now and
Okay,
then, I
but-
message. I use message to like convey a dumb piece of information that you don't care about.
Yes, ma'am. That's very nice, ma'am.
Watch comes to an end. And used to beat for the night.
I'll
do you awaken?
go wake up the guide, and I'd say let Brutus wake up the girl, like Tom's character. And I think they were taking third watch, right?
That's what you wish to believe, then sure.
Well, I don't remember what they said.
That's okay.
You know how my memory be. Okay, I'll let Brutus deal with that. I'll go wake up the guide very quietly.
I'll move over to. I don't remember your name. Hold on.
You're that memorable, Tom. They don't remember your name.
I can't remember half the party's names except Amber and Hurel because their names are at least
least
spelt normal.
Really. Xurel is normal.
Well, I usually say Zoril, but you know, Aziri. There we go.
It begins with A. The first letter of the alphabet.
Alpha.
Anyways, yo, Aziri, it's your turn.
Thank you, Brutus. Any problems?
Yep. We found a weird plant thing. We killed it over there. As he like points off in that direction. No idea what it is. All I care about is that it's dead.
You wake up the guide, and then she kind of comes to quickly area and looks round and looks up. It's still the middle of the morning.
I thought you might want to take a turn at the watch, I suppose, because there was a plant creature that you might have more expertise about, and I wasn't sure if it would be the only one, so maybe having an extra pair of eyes that's a little bit more acclimated to this current environment would be useful, as I don't really suppose the girl is the most, you know,
Speak plainly.
she's still.
You watch as she mutters something in this guttural line. Oh, fuck off. What do you mean this is a token that does not exist within this world? Fuck off. How did I manage to delete the guide? It's just a good thing I have a paper sheet for the guide. It really is. Such a good thing. As she looks at you. Show me this creature that you have killed.
I point her towards the plant creature up north.
Oh, it's such a good thing that I also have a thing that allows me to turn this into a... There we go. I'll just quickly re-import her. She walks on up with you and looks at it. You just found and killed this thing, or it was coming here and you've done this?
It was approaching us, and we weren't sure what to do with it. So, knowing the jungle, I assumed everything's hostile. So, better to dispatch of it than having to worry what it's gonna do.
Do you have a botanist?
No, I'm more of a. What do you mean exactly? Have a botanist?
Hold on a sec. 12. Gotta do some quick math. I'm set 12 plus. Cool. Just doing our guide's health real quick, because I do have a Jace on, thank God. Just gonna look. Is there anybody here who is good with plants?
I'm not sure. I'm better with words, I suppose, or magic. But good luck. And I'm gonna get a rest. I have some sleep to catch.
The guide just kind of stands there in the middle of the middle of this area, and just kind of like looks at you as eerie, and like just then looks at like the dead plant, and like looks at you and back at the plant, and
Unless you want to tell me what kind of creature it is, for future reference.
I'd rather tell your botanist.
Well, I don't got a botanist, so.
This is a tri-flower fund.
Is it
Harmless.
hostile in nature? Oh. Well, good to know for the future. Thank you.
Okay. Appearance. Do this, do that. I'm gonna set her to a shade of green right now. But she's gonna looks at Aziri and then looks at the plant. Don't suppose you know flowers?
Bit.
Maybe want to notate something down in regards to this one then.
What does notate mean?
I told ya!
Do you have paper and a quill?
I've got paper, and I'll put out the one piece of paper I found on the body in that house. Just show it to her. See, this was in I think it's called a book. This was from a book. But look, I drew this, and I point to the symbol that I drew. This
The
is on the people
Verdeathers?
who are- Pardon?
The Verdeathers? Where did you find this?
I told you it was on a book on a body, and there are other bodies with this picture on, which I drew. I think it's something. It looks like it's a snake eating an apple.
It's the Verdeathers.
Right.
You say you found this. What house?
There was a big house that we stayed in before we made our way to the city, and then when I tried to help them, we all fell asleep because I think they put something in our food. And then when we woke up, I was in a cage, and there was this big snake man sort of like guarding us.
Mhm.
And then I remember pain and fire, and then a lot of people were no longer living.
I went to create a new folder and accidentally clicked delete folder. Jesus fucking Christ. Do not delete.
And I point to Itchy's tent. Itchy was there. And I point to Clive's tent, and Clive was there as well.
Oh, the lovers were there. Are you...
Don't think they were making love. There was someone else as well.
So you know the concept of making love, but you do not know what notation means.
Is that making love?
Like, you watch, it's like she kind of just is pointing at you, the eyes just like rapidly blinking. Oh man, there's clearly a lot to teach you.
I mean, you asked about plants and stuff. I know that I used to grow them. I know all about sunflowers and weeds, and a bit about poppies, and then there are other flowers like wildflowers. I know about them. And I suppose I could know a bit about wheat, but I didn't. We didn't grow wheat.
You watch as she goes into her pouch. And as she does, she pulls out this leather book. Completely
That's a
empty and blank. That's a book.
the Abbey had one, and then some guy who didn't make it out of that house, he had one about birds. Is what he said. But he didn't know all the birds that came from where I lived. He knew about them from some kind of wood.
Okay. You watch as she goes and like grabs like this pencil. Very rudimentary pencil. Not like anything you may have seen. And you watch as she starts to draw a rough ending, like a rough note of the flower. And as she does, she gives its name, Tri-Flower Fond. Gives this brief little detail on it and then hands you the paper. Just stay out of its rod, and it stays out of your rod. The fact that it's moving, it doesn't mean anything. It just moves until it hits something and then moves in another direction. It's a dark area. It probably needed sun.
Edible.
Wouldn't really eat this one, no. It has the unfortunate ability to poison. It's, not good. Well, she's gonna...
Did it attract bees?
Potentially. It does have a sweet nectar that when distilled can make a very strong and potent beverage. And that beverage does have the unfortunate ability of potentially killing most people, but only in large quantities. But it is sweet enough that it could attract bees, for sure. Your bigger problem is that its stench attracts something bigger than a bee.
Butterfly?
Giant wasps.
I heard there were bugs here. Is that one of the bugs that we might come across? How big are the wasps? And she sort of like holds out her hand spread sort of thing from thumb to little finger. That big?
Well, she's like takes your hand and like takes your other hand, like kind of brings it up and like just kind of starts expanding them a little, and eventually she stops round about, you know, or I'd say around about the size of a medium dog. That's
she
just for
bullshits
one.
me.
You are checking for...
Whether or not she's bullshitting me about the size of these wasps.
Oh! Yeah, she's... Well, it actually doesn't matter. It's the same regardless. She... You can tell she's doing this and she's, like, looking at it. She's, like, moving your hands. And there is, like, that little bit of, like, in and out. As you watch, like, her eyes dart up and... It kind of closes it a little bit at certain points before she finally does solidify it and like kind of moves back a little slowly to admire the work, and before she like nods it, about the size of a medium mastiff.
Right. Bunneh, just of interest, I'm about 6'4" ish. Is she similar size or is she smaller or taller?
Believe it or not, we do actually have an official size to your guide. I believe she is gone too far. I think it's like I want to say 6'4", no 6'4", 5'4" or something. Oh yeah, she is 5'4" and about 120 pounds. So I guess it's more she's up here like that.
Yeah, quite small. Aziri will nod and go, well, thanks for that. Guess I'll keep an eye out for both plants and the wasps.
Oh, you can hear the wasps. The wasps, like they're big and they go buzz.
When we had wasps back at home, we used smoke. Does that work on them?
No, but usually this does. So she goes into her pocket and pulls out this little salve, like a closest real world analog would be like a small tub of Vaseline.
What's that?
Bug repellent. You stick it on and provided you're not sleeping on the ground, you don't get sick. This particular jungle is filled with blood-sucking parasites. I had a pencil. Where the fuck did it go?
Did you make that then? She points to the bug repellent.
No, you can buy it in Port Nyanzaru. Again, don't blame me for the shot I offered. You let... He's gonna point to the tent. You let the mouthy one talk for you. You're lucky I have a rain catcher. Else, you'd be drinking from the river. And that's... not a good idea.
No.
120
Well.
LBS. Just updating her sheet because I forgot to add it on there. I guess I'll go and hunt a breakfast. You probably want to wake someone else up though, because someone points towards Amber's tent again. Woke me up early. Who do you trust to fix this camp more than me? Do you watch? She kind of grabs her longbow and just kind of walks up past the dead plant that you fought and proceeds to start a hunt.
During Aziri's watch, she would like to sort of irregularly patrol the outside of the tents, sort of just making sure nothing's going to sneak up on us. And she'd be looking for like sticks or branches on the ground to sort of pick, and adds. When she's not doing that, she sort of like tries to fashion mini torches to put by the fire, or with like a just a stick with some sort of like plant stuff wrapped around the edge, and then leave them by the fire. So if we need them, we can light torches stuff.
Yep. It's
You're like a mentally generous dog.
easily enough to find some of these twigs. There are dried sticks and more fresh ones. The bio of this jungle seems to constantly be in this state of replenishment. You find old twigs, new twigs, bunch of little bugs as some of them break open as you try to pick them up. Eventually you get enough to add little torches around and make sure they keep their distance so as nothing comes back. After about an hour, you watch as the guide comes back once more with 3 rather plump looking furry creatures. They're quite long tails that she holds between her fingers once more.
Kinkajous.
They are... oh, they're dead. I mean, let's be honest there. She is moving. I found breakfast, but at least 2 of you. And she just sits down and right there in front of the fire, as if no one's watching, not that she cares, just starts skinning.
Does Erie make some kind of test? Are they similar to any kind of creatures you might know from back home?
Yeah, you can make a go with survival. Monkey.
Monkey.
There was a very particular monkey I had open last week that I cannot find anymore. If you look at it, it's got a rather roundish face, and its eyelids that you can make out, these are rather large eyelids. What's it called? Is that it there? That's it there. Got it. It seems to look very thin fur, very long fingers. It's still a small creature by any means. And these small, little, thin ears. And she's gonna like starts taking off like the furs and such. She's gonna like wraps her, just like throws off into the jungle before once more just setting it by the fire to roast away. So, who's taking watch after us?
It'll be Uriel and Clive.
No fucking way, he actually pronounces the name.
Pardon my...
Garg,
comment.
you're really quiet.
I don't know who any of these people are.
She'll point to the tent with Uriel. Uriel's the one who's looking for the Slav down here, and Clive's the one who can't talk at the moment.
Ah. Clive's the blonde one's lover. Understood.
Little drugs.
I don't think so, but
You did not see the looks they were giving each other in Port Nyanzaru. There's a codependency
No.
there.
I was looking at other stuff. It's very pretty, that place. Are other cities down here as pretty as Port?
There are no other cities down here. Any city...
Where are we going?
Well, your friend has set her sights as it is there. It's... I don't know, I'm careless. Its sights on Mesro. Mesro was once a city. In the same way that Chult was once uninhabited.
How do you become not a city?
Step 1. War. It was destroyed long ago. Oh, KL MB MB. There was a particular time of turmoil, or so I've been told, and it was destroyed during that time. It's...
What destroyed it?
They say it was called the Spell Plague. Whatever that was.
Lots of plagues at the moment as well.
I don't think this was your standard type of plague.
I don't think the ones I know are. There's one called the blight, and then there's another one called the death curse.
The death curse is a curse, not a plague. It just so happens to be plaguing things.
Are not plagues from the gods when they are cursed, when we are cursed. They send plagues, no?
If you believe that, then sure, but a plague is something spread by the means of the animals or the insect or the people. Gonna gestures a hand towards yourself. A curse is magical. In some form of nature, someone does some profane or disturbed ritual, and that ritual causes someone to have great strife. It just appears that this ritual is affecting almost everyone. Is it affecting you?
I don't think so. Where I was from, we had the blight for a decade. And she points to like the scars on her arms and sort of her cheeks and says, I managed to survive that as did, and I point to Clive as did Clive. That's why he can't talk at the moment, because he's recovering.
That's recovering.
Yeah, most people die.
He's kind of like, once more that look on her face, or like, she's trying to quantify this. This is an alien concept to her. It's like, she's seen him, and she's seen what you're saying, and it's that, like, what? She kind of looks at the Ted.
He only doesn't talk and like moves as slows because he's recovering. Mine was a couple of months ago when I recovered finally, but I still have pain from it. But we were told by the abbot that it was only through Lathander's light that we were sort of spared, and that's how we could come out of it.
So your god brought down a plague on your people, and then through his own mercy, spared those people.
Some, those who believed enough.
Take no offense,
We were
but your
told
god is fucked up. That is cruel. That is cruel. You should,
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's we were given his blessings to grow strong after the turmoil. If you think about how plants grow, the strongest survive, the weakest don't make it. But then those that survive, they release seeds, and then the strong ones grow again.
You watch as she like stands up. At this point, the little monkey that has been cooking the entire time is basically burnt. Like, she's been way too engrossed in this to give a fuck about the food. And she kind of like stands up and looks up at you. You are saying that in your culture, you weed out the weak and breed the strong.
Oh, isn't that that's nature? We believe that our gods, the flame of our gods' light rejuvenates people, and through that rejuvenation, they are stronger. Is that not what you believe? Is that not what you're taught?
It is similar, but I've had a lot of things. This is fanaticism to your god. I must lay down. You know, she like goes back to her like she's walking. Like, you can hear this muttering in what is essentially abyssal, because that's like her like Yuan-ti language.
You forgot this, and I'll sort of rip the monkey off the roast and throw it to her.
Yes, cook the other one if you want, or leave it for the one of them to have it in the going to set it's burn. Yeah. Walks on out and like just kind of nibbling away at it.
I'll stick the next monkey on the spit, put it on the fire, and then go and wake up Clive and Hurel. When I wake up Clive, I signed to him and said, "There is food on the fire for either of you. There are torches if needed. To the north, there is a large dead plant that Brutus and Amber dispatched. He said it was moving. The guide said it was harmless, but it might attract bugs, big ones."
Fucking love that shit.
What?
I'm not allowed to speak now. I love.
You're really quiet.
Oh. How about now?
Much louder.
Much better.
Much better.
Am I allowed to speak now? Because to my understanding, people are muted because of the whole.
Yeah, it's a first. It's this really weird, strange scenario we find ourselves in.
We were all just being very respectful.
Oh, it only took you a fucking year.
All right, what do you
Somehow
mean? Clive awoken will sign back understood. Thank you for the food. And he'll walk out the tent. What direction is the plant?
Just up here.
Yeah.
Right behind the tent.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
I ripped the token, but I'll put a little thing there for it.
Oh, alright. And it attracts big insects.
Attract. I'll give you the image for what it kind of looks like. Put this with the marring that it's also been burnt up a bit.
What the fuck?
Pretty.
Okay, that's not beautiful. Clive will wake up Phantom of the Opera to just take the watch together, I suppose. I think the only thing to really look out for is the big insects, but Clive would be interested in seeing if this plant might be edible in some way. Or if it has very notable features that it might be used for like herb practices, like medicinal herb practices.
You Nature, medicine, or survival, dealer's choice. They all kind of blend in there.
Well, it doesn't quite fucking matter for me. Here we go.
Nature. As you are looking around this thing, it does seem to have like this rather sticky liquid on some of the flower heads, and as you are kind of following it down, you do see this, I want to say, like smallish sack on the inside that feels like, as you kind of tap on it, feels like it's filled with some form of liquid, as it does seem to spring back almost like your water skin. But it is also a little bit of a thick liquid. You imagine that potentially eating this thing is not the best choice. But
No, but the fact that it might attract big insects does pique my interest a little bit.
It's quite sweet as you're smelling it.
Just in case. Well, shit, I can't really wake up any other.
You have
Clive would like
four
to
with
ask.
you.
Yeah, I know. Clive would like to ask him if he has a vial or something in that regards that is empty.
Good question. Let's see. Yeah. Let's say they will look. Oh, darling, this isn't much use here. And just like starts to unscrew a perfume bottle and like just pours out whatever's left, like sprays a little bit until it's clean, pours in a little bit of water, shakes it, and like squirts it out and empties it.
Surely
I
this
may
won't
want
have
it back.
environmental side effects. You want it back?
I may want it back.
The whole sign you poured everything out.
Oh shit.
What?
Was it important to do it?
No!
Oh.
No, it's not that.
That would have been really funny.
No, this is the one character that doesn't know sign language.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh my fucking god.
This is the one that does. Let's just say, for argument's sake, there is a pen and paper going back and forth.
Well, we can recon it. We can do symbols. We can do the whole Grifton thing again.
Oh,
No!
God.
No, we can't.
Alright.
No,
in that case,
there is.
paper,
Earl does have paper and an ink, so like, and a pen. So like, you know, it can go back and it gives you that, and you do the writing, and they're like, you know, I may want it back, and
Yeah, but it is a waste of paper. But I get you. I get you.
You just write very small.
He would like to use a perfume bottle.
Bottle.
Could he fill the bottle with the quantity that it is leaking, or would he have to cut open the sack?
I would say you'd have to cut open the sack. You would. It's not like a relatively big. I would say it's maybe about the size of a slice of an orange, so it's not a huge thing. But let's say you can situate the vial in a rather useful place, rather simple place, and nick an end of it to let it like drip into the bottle with ease.
Right. Knowing my luck, I'm gonna postal pigeon my way back to. I'm writing the paper if he can help. You know, Clive's hands are a little trembling and stuff, and I'm assuming his hands are more stable. Basically, just asking if he can give the help action for.
He'll hold your hands.
If I need to make a check. Would you say he's gonna hold my ass?
Hold my hand whilst I squeeze this sack, Hurrell.
Yeah, hold your hands so that they're stable.
Yeah. Hurrell will give the help action. The DM will go to the toilet. Please, let us know how you do this, and roll your check with advantage.
So just like Claymore is emptying the sack of this thing, now our DM is also emptying his sack.
Thank you, Fox.
You're welcome.
I think the best way to do this for Clive is to actually he'll probably just rip it out. He doesn't quite care for environmentalism, so he just try and make an incision, get out the bladder or the whatever it is, and squeeze it out into the perfume bottle until it is filled, and then hope that the plant doesn't die.
Sleight of hand, and the plant's
I
been
heard
long dead.
Oh, plant's been long dead. I got a 14.
Yeah. Easy enough. Fox, why'd you have to put it like that? Fuck's sake. You take the little sack out of this thing rather quick and easily and kind of just start to squeeze out the little incision at the bottle. It's fairly simple. It all just kind of like guides you the entire time with, like, you know, holding the vial, like holding a little bit at the bottom as you rip it out, and as you squeeze it in, let's check which one of these it is. One of these. Yeah. You can add a vial of orange blossom to your sheet.
Alright. Thank you. And he'll write on the paper again, in case of bug extermination, or distraction, actually, that's a better word. And that's pretty much all he'll do during the watch. There's not really much else going on. He'll probably kind of doze off with a fucking that bad of a passive perception. Just kind of standing by in case of the Tiefling spotting something.
Yep. It's a rather uneventful watch. At the end of it, as you've done this, as the sun starts to break. I believe if I push the token for a long rest, it also immediately moves time over. So let me quickly push that button for us all. Even though we're all basically long rested. Not a new day. Oh, actually no, it technically is a new day. It did. Oh, it moved the time automatically. Yay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 in the fucking morning.
Yeah, brother. Early bird takes the worm. Or something.
Yeah,
Before you get late in the morning.
for all of our spell preppers who need to prep spells, prep them spells. But as day/dawn breaks and everybody is awake and alive and in camp, and I'll leave you a moment to do what you need to do as we all
Clive will eat some monkey.
it tastes alright. Quite gamey. A little dry, it's been there a while, but it isn't burnt, which is good.
The bare minimum.
The other one got burned though.
Someone, I'm going to ask for a very specifically odd roll. Can I have a D47, please?
A D47.
That's a D46. Come on, Gark.
30.
30.
Everyone.
Dyscalculia, got it.
I'm affected by a blight, don't blame me.
In real
As
life too?
yous have been waking, the wind has been picking up and picking up.
Oh
And
god,
it's been
the weather
getting
table.
worse and worse and worse. And I'm so glad I put this on here. I just quickly need to get the Dungeon Master's Guide. And then guess what page I gotta go to?
30.
No, someone else.
148.
Season 1,
Some-
Episode 8, The Storm.
I
I don't know if
gotta go.
that's actually Season 1, Episode 8. Let me just check.
I need to go to page 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Here we are in. Where was it? It is here. Verbal communication. Strong wind. Here we go. So, for everybody, we are under the effects of strong wind. This will impose disadvantage on all ranged attack rolls with a weapon. It will extinguish all open flames and disperse fog. Any creature flying must land at the end of its turn or fall. Yeah, that's a completely different thing. Don't worry, there is no sandstorms which will come here. So yeah, disadvantage on ranged weapon attacks, and verbal communication is now extremely hard. Which really isn't an issue when most of the party speaks fucking sign language, but you know.
Not just that, we also have a message.
Message requires that verbal. That's the thing.
No!
Message literally has a verbal component, and it does say that you speak the words.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a verbal component on the spell.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is somatic but
I think
they
it's to
hear
include
the
sign
message,
language.
and it's a
I
whisper.
think it's.
They hear the message.
I think it's
at
to
the head.
include sign language.
No. The way it works, it is to quietly communicate without having to like speak out loud. That is like the use case. If you have to use a verbal component, you can argue like, oh, but you can hear the spell being cast. That is the idea. It is a quiet connection. That's it's a stealth connection.
I have a question before
And
we
can reply in a
Yeah.
whisper that only you can hear.
potentially go into combat. You say hearing each other is very difficult, and I'm just wondering if that has effect on verbal components, because
Verbal
people
components for
don't
spells,
generally
no.
need to hear them or understand them. You just need to say them.
Doesn't affect verbal components, only affects communication.
Okay, thank you.
No bother.
So we're all using sign language and message.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh yeah, Gark, I accidentally deleted the party token and such as well. I put it back in, but it's now the lonely party token, which is hilarious, given there's 6 of us.
We lost the fucking rug. We lost the fucking carpet.
Don't worry, I've already notated those down, so they can just be put back in.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I got very emotional.
But
We almost got rock pulled.
as you are doing what you're doing, I'm just getting everything pre-rolled and ready for us.
I'm here to commit a war crime.
While we all wake up, Clive will walk over to Aziri and sign that he took some of that insect liquid. In case we, need to distract big bugs.
Or in case you ever want to get drunk.
Can you? Okay, I'm not gonna drink it. I
You
was
can try.
raised better than that.
Aziri replies, "Good idea."
Finally. I mean, what is it now? 2 years of being a player? I have a good idea.
It's
And,
a
he'll-
once per year thing. Divine
He'll-
intervention, but worse.
He'll start to don his armor and gather his stuff, pack up the tent and everything.
Oh yeah, while we wake up,
Wait.
I'm guessing mage armor. Just, I have the feeling I need it. I feel like shit's about to get wicked.
Yo, is that a movie reference?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, as the guide kind of like shouts over towards you on it. We have an early day! Would you like to push for 10 or 20 miles.
Yeah, sure.
Ask, why is she yelling? I forgot about the wind.
Wind.
What's so surreal? Sorry. What's his name? What's my character's name again?
Clive.
All right, Clive. Thank you. Clive will opt to go the full 20.
I could go 20.
I'm down to go 20. Yeah.
Zuri just puts her thumbs up towards the guide.
Then we push! As y'all push on, I quickly need
Wait.
to... Yeah?
I hate to be the bit. Didn't Azuri and like the guy talk for forever, even though Azuri doesn't speak? Oh no, that's Clive. Never mind.
It's been a week, Ruby. It's been a week.
I mix up the boring characters, you know.
It's always so humbling.
Why do you not
that-
mix yourself up then?
Hey, my character's pretty interesting. They do a funny voice.
Oh, the barrier. The barrier for entry is so fucking low, guys.
Yep.
It's always so humbling to go back to the peninsula map and see how fucking little progress we make.
Oh yeah, and I need to figure out these. So that's 5 hours. Yep. And then that's... Okay, so... If we go that way, that would be 5. So, I'm gonna... You can all jump to the peninsula map if you need. We're gonna move 10. I've had to change the little thing as well. I don't know why. I'll show you this one. So, you don't lose any additional time. Initially, could someone be so cute and so kind to roll me a D4?
We're still in the camp map, by the way.
Don't worry. Remember, you can freely change between the maps now because it's
I
up
know,
in the
but
lock.
like, just. In
Oh
case-
shit, I didn't see that.
I don't remember how last week that crashed out Tom,
Yeah.
and then before session started, Tom. So like, unless there's a combat that comes in,
Ah,
as
that is
such.
fair.
Yeah, as you are pushing on through the dark night, he rises. No, as you push on through the dark mornings and the wind starts to bluster and blow, you hear all manner of strange creatures screeching and making all manner of noise. The wind is extremely cool in comparison to what you've had in previous days because, you know, you get a nice little ocean breeze coming in. I'm going to just mark our numbers as well. Tom, yeah?
Is it coming from behind us then?
It does seem to be coming from behind, yeah. And it seems to whip round in all other places as you start to follow the river. These are making that way through. Does anybody here have a passive perception higher than 12?
I would have to check.
No.
I don't think so,
I
brother.
think
No,
who is the only one who might?
I believe they have a 12.
They have exactly a 12.
Yeah.
Exactly a 12. Okay. As you are walking through this brushland and such, you watch as they kind of like try to get everybody's attention as they're moving their hands, and then they point over to the side and you see these strange, odd little creatures. They look very similar as you notice them. They have a small little tail, a few little spots, and they are brown and maybe about the size of a loaf of bread, as they are all bundled together, kind of eating things. And then they look up, and you notice that it seems to gain its entire length of a small horn on its head.
Oh my god, I remember that creature. I know why you know that.
I want to eat it.
Isn't that this rabbit from?
Rabbits from a Feywild.
No, this is actually classed as a beast, not a fate.
Hey, boss, can we eat the rabbit?
Yeah, but it originated in the Feywild if you read the little description. Well,
She's
yeah,
not-
I suppose you could, yeah. I'm down to hunt it.
Hey, isn't this B-Prowl?
There's a lot of things. You can see them like munching and gnashing away in like the grass and such. The guide looks over and she starts to shout something, and she's giving like this information, like gesturing and such, and it's like extremely hard to hear her. If anybody wishes to hear her, they can make a perception check, as the wind is just blustering.
Can I send her a message? Can I send her a message and ask her to repeat herself?
Yeah,
So she can reply, like,
Fritz is
in
you
my head.
shouting, you're like that, and she's like, as you do the message spell, and that is why they make an excellent lunch. Why are you in
one
my
more
head?
time. Because it's easier to communicate this way.
I don't like it.
It's to prevent the wind. I won't use it too much if you are not a fan of it.
Al Mirage. They are what happens when a rabbit fucks a unicorn.
How is that even possible?
I have no idea.
Determination.
What the fuck?
You want like video proof or like a infographic? Like what? What are
Minor
you?
illusion, hallucinatory terrain. We can set the mood.
Reminds me of like I think it happens in Harry Potter. Half giants. That
Pips is
means
having
some
a-
guy 5'7" looked at someone that was like 12 feet and thought, yeah, I'll smash that. You know.
You
Whatever.
wouldn't?
It's like
Brother.
it's like you see those videos and gifs of like Great Danes trying to mount chihuahuas.
Oh,
They
God.
shoved the entire fucking upper body in there.
Hey, they're trying to do it via Wi-Fi.
I'd be like one of those daft cave explorers that go into
Wait,
a
wait, wait.
disaster with a 1.7% chance of survival.
Scottish with a Great Dane and a Chihuahua. They're just doing it via Wi-Fi. God, my lungs hurt.
Good there, Pepsi. Do you need a minute?
I'm good. I'm just gonna take a drink.
I think he needs a giant pussy.
What is he? She gives this information, and once more goes back to the hand gesturing, and kind of looks at everybody for a moment, and then turns her back and like points off into the direction once more, and starts her walk.
I message her we would like to eat it. It looks tasty.
You know it fucked a unicorn, right? Do you still want to eat it?
I need a unicorn.
Hey, that's a creature to my heart, okay?
I want a regular party for once.
Says you.
Ziri just moves past the party and starts following the guide, ignoring the
Yeah,
You
rabbit unicorns.
try to move
Oh,
towards
it's
the rabbit
awesome.
unicorn, Ruby. I'm gonna ask you for a animal handling check, because everybody like starts to move one way, and you're like, "That's the worst that happens." You
fucking blows
take a step towards you. Watch, like they all gonna look up. As you like take your next step, they just immediately.
As they do that, can I pick the slowest one and shoot a firebolt at it?
Can I Eldritch Blast?
Like, can I and if it hits, can I perfectly tune the firebolt so it cooks the rabbit the moment it impacts? You know, like slapping the chicken.
Gotta do that 1,000 odd
Like
times.
if I roll on that 20, it's perfectly ready to eat.
You do not have the range to do such, sadly.
Spell sniper.
You don't
Wait,
have spell
how are they
sniper.
more than 100? So they're more than 120 feet away. You say?
They dash away using their speed times 2, and they
Well, the
are
moment-
about 30 foot away from you.
Couldn't I just like have it ready the moment they start moving?
Well, no, because you didn't know they were going to move until the check was made.
No, okay, fair. So then they're. Well, wouldn't it be my turn and I dash after them, and they get? Oh wait,
And they still remain over 120 foot away.
Ah.
Plus, you'd be running away from the guide and the party.
Oh, that's
Well,
okay. I've got a
yes,
separate
you
set of
know me.
D20 to kill Ruby with.
You should know me by now, okay? Come on.
I would like to not know you, to be honest.
But-
Yeah, you're not the only one.
As
The
you
comprehension of your existence is a blight upon my sentience.
move on through, I will say,
okay.
as the wind is blowing and blustering still, I
Body
cannot...
token disappeared, by the way.
What was that,
Or
sorry?
that much the image. I can see I can see the outline of the token, but the token itself not.
What
For the party
token?
token.
Oh,
Oh no,
can
it's
see the
being weird.
token.
Never mind, we're good.
I find it hard justification here that you would, given most of the day, I find it really hard to believe that you would rest after this particular journey. So what I will do is I will move you forth once more, and then I will subtract 10 hours from the time. So
Are you in trees the whole time, or is it sort of like patchy, different terrain type thing?
it's definitely patchy terrain. It's close to a river embankment and such, but there's not as many trees. It's quite thin on one side and quite thick on the other. The river is close by, as you can feel the wind is a little bit wetter than normal, and you can, if you pay very close attention, hear the wind. You don't hear the wind, fuck, hear the river. Of course you can hear the wind, it's deafening.
It must have been the wind.
Yeah. So I'll say that I cannot find any way to justify why you guys would just waste an entire fucking day. It's supposed to be on a 3 or a 4 that you make an additional hex. However, with the wind at your back, how I described it, I find it absolutely impossible to believe that you could not make up that speed. So yeah, I just gotta word things better. Don't worry, I'll get better at that, I'm sure. You just keep on moving through once more. Tom, you any other queries in regards to this? By all means.
No.
You start moving on through. This is going to become a thing, ain't it? Maybe I should just pin it to the wall, and then I'll be like, turn round. No, this here is not technically a beach, but life is one. Slow boy. Yous are moving on through, enjoying things. Here we go. Yous start to move through. You come to a rather large clearing. And in said clearing, you see a creature. Rather large. Just simply grazing
Large creature
by
you've ever
some
seen.
water.
It's your mother!
Does it look edible?
Technically speaking.
It's a human.
No,
No, I don't care.
it is a dinosaur.
Even better.
What type of dinosaur?
Oh god, no.
Grandma?
No. This is an autism trap.
It is a dinosaur that comes with a map.
What Triceratops?
God's
Or the
Oh my God.
Triceratops. The itism trops.
But that looks
Clive.
very big. So it's just, you said that there's drink in there, because that's, I believe that's a herbivore, right?
It's there.
Can I look it up
Clive,
in my book before we do anything?
It's not
Can I
in
look
the
it up in my book? It's not in the
Clive would like to sign.
book.
It's a herbivore. It's just resting. Let's not risk it and move on, because herbivores are fucking ferocious.
She off to
Brutus is gonna sign, I agree.
See off to the side, a rather large cave. In that cave, you can get to hear this echoing
My
out.
God.
The
We
Triceratops,
take as opposed to this thing. We are dead.
the Triceratops doesn't. It doesn't pay heedance to the noise, but rather to the six of yous here. Oh fuck off! Oh hey! Good news. Triceratops came with a new image.
Looks so fucking goofy.
That's the
Looks like a
2020.
rhino.
Yeah, that's the 2024 image. Here's the 2014 image.
Yeah, that's a dinosaur.
That's the thing.
It looks
Probably
more
good
like
face.
a saber-tooth tiger.
Clive will stay back and assign to Brutus. Can you tell the guy we moving along, or he's not getting a step closer to that fucking god of a fucking god of a reptile.
God of an erectile.
That's not what I said.
It doesn't have a reptile dysfunction.
You need to.
Yeah, speak your mind.
Speak your truth, Queen.
If I did, you'd gain another core memory. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh.
Core memory?
Yeah,
I don't
he'll-
remember
he'll-
things as it is.
He'll definitely stay back. I don't know what the rest is doing, but he's staying back.
I mean, I'm primarily an archer, so I'm not moving too close.
Or mainly an archer where you have disadvantage because of the wind. Can I mesh or like walk up to the guide and like lean over, kind of like at the concert, like, is that thing edible?
Is it safe to hunt these things?
He kind of looks at you. Everything is edible. If you are stupid enough.
Well, do you think you can cook it if we kill it?
I can cook anything.
Is it difficult to kill?
Looks at you. Anything.
Who's she
Oh.
looking at when she says that?
Amber.
Oh, Amber, you're cooked, mate.
It will be a difficult fight. But if it has an egg, you could probably make money in Port Nyanzaru. The problem is that is very clearly a mother. So,
I have so many bad ideas. Oh god.
Should we cook the egg?
if you wish to fight this thing, go without my blessing.
I suppose we move past it and not risk too much.
My God, Ruby, that's the most sensible idea you've ever.
Yeah, apparently my 15 intelligence kicked in.
It'd be wisdom, mate. But
No, intelligence.
This is a smart move, not a wise move.
Wise thing would be to figure
So-
out how to eat it. Smart thing is to know that it's a bad idea.
So this is where things get real fun. Because this creature is eyeing you with an extreme amount of suspicion and guard. And your plan right now is to walk past it towards the cave with the crying.
Oh, sorry, the cave is over here?
Yes.
I never said past it. I said we
I
approach
say-
2 steps further, we die.
I'd like to ask the guide what the what would be the most sensible way to go around, not go around them, but go past them and not provoke them in any way. As in, how do we avoid this encounter?
We can go
You
back
don't contact me?
and lose all progress. Or we can try to position ourselves in a non-threatening manner. Or try to, I suppose, sneak past.
Say we sneak past or follow your lead.
You say we need to go back. Why not just curve around the fucking thing?
It
It's not really going back. We just need to make a detour of what, half a mile?
cave is over here.
Okay,
And the pink.
my point still stands.
You are going this way or this way?
We came from this
doesn't-
way, I suppose.
Yes, you came from that way. That's why she said going back.
And
It
this
doesn't
is the
quite-
way that we need to go.
This is the way that you are progressing. Yes.
I said yes, the left, but it doesn't mean go that way to the cave. It just means take a big enough curve to go around it. I'm assuming that if we're 500 feet away from the cave, that thing is not going to come after us.
Or we can outrun it.
This
You
thing-
cannot fucking outrun
This thing
it.
is only
It's fucking
slightly
right.
less intelligent than Amber.
Amber is the smartest.
Sorry,
Statistic-wise
sorry,
smarter.
let me rephrase that. Ruby.
That's better. Yeah, that's better. That makes sense.
I'll give guidance to Claymore
What for?
and Elstelt.
Okay, so we can't curve. Okay, Okay.
This thing is just watching you very carefully. And it's a very dumb beast. You have stopped and spoke. And now you're moving in a position, moving in a way.
Yeah, a big curve. But okay.
A big curve to a creature that has the lowest intelligence that you will ever fight.
I didn't say to the creature. I specifically said around it.
So you want
Will
to
I
move?
be allowed to draw on the map right now?
You can, yeah,
What
you can
I'm-
draw on the map. If you don't have the tools to do so, let me know. But there is nothing stopping you from drawing on the map. I give you those tools for a reason.
Okay.
Hey, hi. So this is probably a good time to go ahead and put a pause on it, take a break, do whatever you need to do. We're going to go through some quick adverts real quick, and then we'll get right back to the game at hand. First and foremost, we are still available on Patreon and Coffee. Links are above. Name is above here. There is now a ton of maps for different AD&D modules, some Dragonlance stuff in there as well, and some stuff that I've actually used in games as well. So go ahead, take a little look. You can support me on there if you wish. You can just subscribe here. Dealer's choice, either way. It's got stuff on it now. Now we are still partnered with the guys over at Adventuron. Yes, we are with them. Community of now over 1,000 members who are here playing D&D. Be that Play by Post, Foundry, Roll20, Owlbear. It's there, ready to play plenty of DMs, even more players, open welcome community. Links below and also on screen. Enjoy. So there's a go live time. This is when games will go live here on YouTube and you'll be able to see them. So that is firstly in the Europeans, 8 PM CEST, 7 PM GMT. In the States, that's 2 PM EST, 1 PM CST, and 11 AM PST. On Mondays we head up to the frigid north of the Sword Coast once more to Icewind Dale to face the rime of the Frostmaiden. On Tuesdays we trade the frost with the tropics as we head down to Chult for Tomb of Annihilation to stop the death curse. On Thursdays we keep things eldritch with Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the 1-20 game where I even bring in new dungeon masters to run it with me as a player. Things are getting weird now. Keeping us firmly in the northern part of the Sword Coast, every second Saturday DM King takes me and a bunch of mates through the lost mine of Phandelver where we try to find the obelisks and what lies below. Now things get real fun in 2025 because on Saturdays or Fridays, depending upon where you are, we have Dungeon of the Mad Mage. On a Friday it will be 5 PM PST, 7 PM CST and 8 PM EST. However, on a Saturday, 1 AM GMT, 2 AM CEST and 9 AM Hong Kong Standard Time because we have players there. And as a spicy extra bonus, Dungeon of the Mad Mage will go weekly, no more time between. Every weekend, unless something comes up, you will be treated to a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Now I managed to stay in all of my clothes the whole time, so without further ado, let's get back to the game.
Okay.
We get to watch Gart's superior art skills.
Okay. I hope that conveys
a
that
frog.
thing in
That, dude, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that's a frog.
To me, that's like a.
Hey, let's keep it civil, alright? I
like a
went to
slug or
an
something.
art academy for like 5 years. So, this all the way to the right, that little fucking pile of shit, that's us, yeah?
Hmm?
This thing, the toenail in the top left, that's a cave, and the thing with the 2 horns, you can hopefully guess. It's a
What's this map scale to?
Oh, fucking...
Is this like is this like 5-foot scale, 10-foot scale, 30-foot scale? I need to know. It's for my own immersion. Is this also like a topographical map or a line map? I'm now filling the role of Fox.
Cool. I'm not saying we go like this, and I'm not saying we go like this. I'm saying we just fucking go like this. So then there's a lot of space in between.
And
we're moving away from the
look,
Triceratops, and it's probably not that much of a detour considering the scale of things as I see it right now.
yeah. I'm saying is here, if you're moving that way, look at the arc that I'm drawing. You stay within a certain range, and then you start to spread on out. So it's, I just pointed in this direction to say you're going that way. That's all, sir. If you wish to go that way, it will require a few checks to see what you can do to avoid angering a creature as smart as one of our party members is IRL. It's a possibility.
Okay. It seems there's no way to not anger the thing, so I'll just follow the guide in that case. If there's no other way to avoid it.
Remember, you have guidance for whatever you want to use it for, but I would use it for stealth.
Yeah,
Hey, that's
sure.
a 17.
You start to...
I already gave you the... I mean,
Oh.
the 4 is better, but I gave you the 2.
start.
Hello.
Try to remember, because I'm dumb. Where did you get Mithril Chainmail from again? That was your end of prologue, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't sell it because
Yeah.
I didn't see a reason to.
No, I was off. It's been a while since I looked at your sheet. That's all.
That's alright.
But yeah, as you start to sneak on by, moving on through, trying to just hold to the shadows, the guide following you. Could actually put expertise in there. Starts to move behind you. You feel free to move as well if you wish. Anybody else doing anything else? We've got 3 who try to sneak on by right now.
I'll follow the guide and use stealth down over here.
Hurrell. Oh, my erasers are stuck together. Nice. Well, also oh wow, wow! Like birds of a fucking feather.
Coming last, if you've ever watched Crocodiles Dundee,
Yes.
Ziri starts making sort of like droning sound as she tries to sort of just project calmness and understanding. She thinks this is similar to like a bull from back home on the farm, and that just by sort of making calming noises and stuff, she can sort of suggest that we are not actually that dangerous. And she's going to try and communicate to it that we are not a threat.
Give me an animal handling check as you move. Move on through. Brutus, what are you up to? What are you doing? These people are moving through here.
I'll try the stealthy approach with them, yeah.
Yep.
1 second. God damn, I'm doing good on stealth today.
Yeah, these numbers sure as fuck start making up for things. It's like Aziri starts making these noises, and if I recall correctly, he starts doing like this with his hand as well. It's been so long. I need to rewatch those movies. That's a core memory, that one. As you start doing this and moving through, and as people start to move in and out of the brush, you hear like 2 like twigs. It's like everybody like eyes dart towards Inspector Gadget and Phantom of the Opera, as Gark has so kindly dubbed Burrell this session. I do the music. I do music. I am not exactly a stealth person. You start moving past and through once more this particular creature. Doesn't seem to notice you after a while, and you start to hear that. As it goes back to the water, and you hear that. As you watch it, it seems to start making its way towards the cave casually once more. Oh, I'm gonna ring
Sounds
that
like
neck.
time for Eldritch Blast. I'm joking.
Sometimes.
For now.
Sometimes. Yeah. Why did I start writing there? Because that was something I was keeping very safely particular. Please pen work. So, I got the my numbers. Cool. These are making that time through. Make sure I'm swing past me there. Okay, cool. Now, time travel wise, it does make sense that it would be. Yeah. You make the day. It's so weird how this is written. Instead of tracking the movement, actual distance, cover 10 miles a day at a normal pace. 15 miles. Okay, so you just move hex and a half on 15 for 2 hexes, okay? I think that's how this works. So, we will say by that point there, night comes. By the time we get to that point. Once more, We are a glamping. No one has spent anything in any way.
Mage armor, but yeah.
No one of any significance has spent anything in any significant way.
Yes.
And so, with that there, let's go ahead, knock off another long rest. Puts us at, never guess, 4 in the morning. Another very simple and easy night to be had here in Chult. I know it's been great. Day 4 has been absolutely nuts for you guys.
Is it still stormy?
By the end of it, it all seems to wind down again, and by about the 10 PM mark, when it starts to darken, you are able to start talking at a more normal pace.
Mr. DM,
Hello.
does Mage Armor, like, to get a full day of Mage Armor, would I have to cast it twice, or is it like you just do it at the start of the day and covers the day?
It covers most of the day. However, because you travel, because of the length of time it takes you to travel a hex, you cast it at the beginning of the day, air quotes, but technically speaking, you just cast it kinda before the combat. Rather than working out whether or not you've wasted a spell, because that would just be a dick move.
So it's more like the way it is in Baldur's Gate, where it's like until a long rest. Because then I can just have the spell slot clicked off and like not have to worry about like, ooh, has it been 8 hours yet? No, I just wanted to check for you, like, oh yeah, no, it's been 8 hours. Fuck you. Yeah, that's good to know.
When we set up camp, could Aziri sort of like scout the nearby area? What she's hoping to find are sort of like straightish branches that she could maybe make into like wooden javelins or something like that. That you might be able to try and hunt monkeys with.
Yeah. Nice. Just setting up any potential skill challenge that comes through the second. As you are doing this, you start to collect your bundle of steaks once more.
We call it the party.
Day.
We call it the Tiefling side of this party.
That's better.
And as you... That's the... Why have I got the wrong map put through is my question. Let's remove this map and get the correct camping map. The correct glamping map, if you will.
Aww.
Oh, it's the wrong map, goddammit. Sorry. This is the correct map here that I'm putting us on. And I'm going to go ahead... Don't say that. But as you collect up enough longish sticks to create a bonfire with, or in this case, javelins, to hunt the monkey with. What's anybody else doing this long rest out of curiosity? Just so I know.
Okay.
No, nothing in particular.
Okay.
I think Ishvireth will hunt birds.
Oh my fucking god. Let me guess, you're going to use Eldritch Blast to hunt these birds.
Actually, I have a few alternatives, and today... Wait, hold on. Sorry, yes, Eldritch Blast again.
What you need though is you need to use minor illusion to act like a duck whistle, like duck hunters.
This one's a mallard, and this one's a mallard, and this one's Sichuan.
Should I can guidance myself to roll survival?
You sure? It's just a concept of like every night for 3 nights, this one guy in a jungle has hunted with Eldritch Blast.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know why it rolled twice.
Don't worry, I
I
was
just
taking
want to
top one.
know. I just want to know the conversation between like the patron and like you were like, "Oh, Mr. Patron, I need your magic. Why, my child?" Well,
You ain't gonna believe this. Seagulls.
I'm playing Duck Hunt.
Wah.
Please, my lord, I need to get the high score.
I grant you this power now. Yeah, watch 1. I will just say Aziri get sticks to hunt Monkeh. Would I assume correctly or incorrectly that you inquire with the guide about hunting the monkeys, or do you just solo that?
I wouldn't try tonight. I sort of do it. I'm just trying to gather sticks to make into javelins to try
Okay.
later.
Clive would like to look for another one of those plants because he reckons one bottle might not be enough. So it might be useful to have more of them. He'll ask first to Aziri, was the plant dead before you found it, or did you kill it? Because I forgot.
She'll sign, not me, those two, and she'll point at Brutus and Amber.
Okay, and we'll go over to Brutus. Hello, sign. Was the plant difficult to kill? So, love you.
I'm pretty sure both Pepsi and Ruby are AFK right now, so I'll hit you with
I'm back.
Oh.
What do you need, Jory?
I'm ready.
Was asking if killing the plant was difficult because he wants to look for another one to create another one of those bug repellent things.
Oh yeah, no, it's quite easy. Didn't really put up much of a fight. Apparently, it was harmless, but didn't want to take too many risks, you know.
It took 2 shots and a firebolt.
In that case, Clive would like to go look for the plant. Not necessarily specifically for that plant. You know, if there's something interesting on the way, like a mushroom that might emit a similar smell or something like that, he'd simply just go for that.
Yeah.
How can you smell this with your nose fucked up?
He will interpret it, abstract concept of this smell.
Sweet. So,
Clive has the ability to see smells, so it's like just this odd colour.
So do you have to roll like wisdom? Like intelligence perception or something?
I don't know.
That'll probably be better for it.
Fox, has
Let
anybody
Scott
ever
do it,
told you that you ask some of like the weirdest questions? Like
Yes.
sometimes scarily weird questions that most people wouldn't ask. Not because like, you know, how dare he ask something like that, but because you're clearly the only person that would ever think about it.
Yes, you have asked me last week.
just making sure you remember that conversation is all. I will say, however, in terms of this, we'll call this the long rest detail. Watch 1 is Aziri making the spears, javelins to hunt some Monkehs with. Watch 2 is 4 seagulls for Vox, and again, once more, as you are casting the Eldritch Blast, you hear the voice come out from the other tent. Some of us are up early in the morning. Clive, you go on a hunt for plants. I'm going to ask you to roll me a survival check.
Okay. Before anything happens, I do think I have inspiration from
Yes.
Itchy. Okay. So I'm gonna re-roll that.
Wow!
You know what? You know what? I'll just go to sleep, man.
That's okay, don't worry. It's okay. Things are fine. Roll a d6. Sweet. Roll another 4d6, but together as a group. Sweet.
Do I fucking die? What's going on?
As you are... It's weird to have the source book and the source book open at the same time. As you are rummaging through, looking for this big plant. It's a rather standard, simple, quiet night here. But you do come across a small bush. It has 10 berries plucked. 10 berries growing upon it. Their colour is indiscernible right now.
Alright. Berries are not really food in terms of, you know, you eat them and you're filled for the day. So let me just very quickly roll something. Yeah? Just very quickly. So he'd take all 10 berries. Apparently.
Yep.
Berries are berries, you know. He'll try and take all 10 berries and like a whimsical little girl, put them in like a basket made out of your clothes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, you know, like kind of pulling up your t-shirt and been like, plop them there.
Yeah. Knowing you, do they explode when I like pluck them? Or
No, I will say it's like a small bushel of grapes. They're about the size of grapes, and as you kind of pluck them all off and look at them, they seem quite fresh, and you put them in your shirt and move away with them. Everything is fine.
I'd like to go back to camp. Is what's her name? Selena?
Yep, we'll call her that. Sure, if that's what you want to call her.
Well, I don't remember her name. Oh, Cylinder. All right. Is she asleep yet?
She always takes watch number 4. So, you know, by all accounts, if you wish to wake her up for the watch and ask questions at the same time, sure, I'll allow it.
But she doesn't understand what you say.
No, but I can point to the berries and just do like a thumbs up and a questioning look.
Yeah.
She's probably like the smartest out of all of us.
But
So I hope she understands that. But yeah, if you'd allow me to do that, you know, take my watch and then wake her up for her watch, etc. Without any issues, then please.
yeah, you wake her up and stand there with like your t-shirt out with like all the berries, gonna point at them and like give a thumbs up and a thumbs down, and she looks at you. Seen the berries. They don't taste the best, but they're okay. How's your palate for bitter?
Point to his tongue and then shake his head. There's not really much of a palate remaining in that mouth.
You don't like bitter?
Just shrugs. Where's that fucking pen and paper of the opera when you need it?
You're gonna
But
puts a little hand on your shoulder. Enjoy or don't. I have monkeys to kill.
what? That sounds so out of pocket. Right, he'll put them in his own inventory and go to sleep.
Add 10 cinder berries.
As in cinder, like ash and cinder. Okay, thank you.
No bother. She goes and hunts her monkers.
Sorry, who else am I supposed to wake up?
Oh, it was just her. She always technically takes. She takes your guide will always take the 4th watch because I like 3 watches. I do, but this is the type of place where taking 3 watches is how you end up with a T-Rex in your bed. So the NPC will take the 4th for you.
Oh, on her own.
On her own. You can wake someone up to go with her if you like. This wouldn't be the first watch she's taken on her own.
Alright, no, he'll go to sleep, but he's a little wary of the fact that she's alone. But he'll
Yep.
go to sleep.
Sweet. Vox, a D47, please.
A D47.
As the day dawns and the night... Well, the night is still technically here, but the sun is coming up. He's all awake. And it's not good. It's hot, and you're sticking to things you didn't think you could stick to. You are sweating in places you didn't think you could sweat. The breeze generated as people walk by make you realize that you're sweating in the world's worst places. Even your guide, who is wearing her armor, is sitting there like... She's wearing less armor. She seems more accustomed and acclimatized to this warm weather, but she has a sense of discomfort. For everybody else, it is 55 degrees Celsius, 131 degrees Fahrenheit. The humidity is right up there. Let me be clear, you can eat a steak at this temperature. Yous are also back into the Dungeon Master's Guide. Never guess what page we're going to.
69.
No, 68. God, get your mind out of the gutter.
My next guess is going to be 420.
Is that the page where we make a bastion, finally?
Wrong campaign, buddy.
Also, it only unlocks on level 5, so we're not there yet.
So, yous are under the effect of extreme heat. When the temperature is over 100 degrees Fahrenheit or higher and you're exposed to this heat without drinkable water, you must succeed on con saves, taking 1 level of exhaustion. The DC increases by 1 for every hour. A creature wearing medium or heavy armor has disadvantage on the save.
Oh.
The good news is, yous have enough water for about half a day.
What if you're resistant to fire?
You
Not to the humidity.
still take it.
Okay.
This is Hell's Avernus's rules were specific. This one is the general rule. You're not technically taking fire.
Yeah, I was just curious because Avernus is similar in vibe.
Yeah.
to-
This leads more into the dehydration rules than it does the extreme temperature rules.
Mhm.
Dehydration with high humidity?
What you
Yes,
gonna do?
because-
Drink the air?
No, so what happens is with high humidity is you try to sweat and your sweat doesn't cool off, so you continue sweating and you sweat so much that you need to like constantly refill your water because the air doesn't take up your sweat, it doesn't condense, so that's how you would lose heat in like normal environments.
Yes, but your body also takes in additional water from the air.
No, we're not frogs.
No, but you still have skin with pores.
Yes, but it
Um,
doesn't replenish the same amount you sweat.
no, that's true. But actually, you dehydrate more in hot water, in hot and dry weather than in hot and humid weather. Just when it comes to dehydration specifically. Though
So-
humid weather is a lot less comfortable.
On your next days of travel, you leave early in the morning. However, your leave as the guide tries and tries to push you to make up time. Sadly, no time is made up due to your hot and humid time here, as the jungle The jungle bears down its sweltering heat. The little flies and such seem to come in. You can see all manner of strange creatures trying their hardest to get a drink in places. Some creatures seem rather acclimatized. Your guide doesn't seem to sweat as much as yourselves. Trees seem to be just that little bit softer to the touch, as they seem to be almost cooking themselves in certain ways. The ground is soft and springy, but it seems to be extremely tough to move on, and that breeze that was present previously, you long for those windy conditions, as you are so close to throwing up on most occasions. The first 5-hour leg this journey, things start to go perfectly fine. All is good in the hood. I am looking for the... Here it is here. Okay. And let me check that. What are the rules on dehydration again? I don't know if it's you need just 4 pints or less. Dehydration 5E, we'll use that just now, because it says here 2 gallons. Okay. What's gallons and pints, guys?
4.6, I believe. Or 3.6, somewhere in that. Oh wait, gallons to pints. Sorry, never mind. I'm not listening.
Or what's pints to gallons? Either or, you know, as long as we know. Oh, there's now a table. There's now a table. Are we all classed as medium creatures?
Yeah, I am at least.
Yep.
I think someone said they were small. I don't remember who, but
I don't think anyone is able to be small.
I'm pretty sure now there's the rule that you can choose whether to be big or small, or medium or small as...
I think Aasimar and
So-
Tiefling have that now? Question
Here we
mark?
go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
If only we had
Aasimar
somebody
and
like
I
that in the party.
Here we go. So, all of you guys are classed as medium. A medium creature requires here on it 1 gallon of water. Your water skins hold 4 pints. 4 pints is half a gallon.
There is a freshwater river passing through, so that should be helpful.
Yeah. So as you all drink your water and you are pushing through, we are here on, once again, the no undead detail. This DM's room is like so useful, and now it's just trying to remember my numbers that I roll at any given time. Okay, alright. Ooh. Use move through your dehydration slowly but surely kicking in places. You are maybe delirious. Things aren't quite seeming as right as they normally would. And as you approach the area that you are in, you see another creature. Another rather large, rather, I want to say spiny creature.
Oh god, is it another dino?
Is it?
Screw that. If I see another spined devil,
It starts to move towards yourselves.
Yep. I know.
No, puppy!
It is standing, and you watch as it moves. It sees you as it draws eyes towards yourself, and it looks at you up and down. And then it moves again towards you. I need to quickly Google this word.
What's the word?
I've never seen it before in my life, so I don't know.
What? How it spells?
Okay.
Is it supposed to be dark, by the way?
On this map, I'm gonna say you're not supposed to have that. No, I've got to turn on the global lighting, so
Yep.
I need to do it in every map. Don't worry.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, as it starts to move towards yourself, its eyes seem to turn. The head turns and it moves, and it is slowly approaching.
Does it?
Is that
Caesar? Does it move hostilely? Is it, or is it just curious? Is it like a puppy sniffing it out, or is it a?
You can insight
Ooh,
check it at
okay.
disadvantage.
Hell yeah! I'm graded into checking dinos.
the river to the south of us?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Even though it says beach,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's the river, just for the safeties of it. It's unsure to say. It's moving towards you in a slow manner. It seems very deliberate with its steps.
In a slow, calm manner, I'm going to just start slowly moving towards the woods.
There are crabs here. Are they doing the crab rave?
Well, we know they are
Not
everywhere.
crabs. Not crabs
Hell.
again.
You start to move away from the creature towards the woods, and as you start to move, and it takes a step again, and the guy takes a step on back.
It's gonna beat up the mute.
Stegosaurus
Can't wait for it to scream for help.
stands now, looking at the Blatosaurus Rex.
Not sure he's here.
What we'll do is we'll just we'll delete his character, we'll hide it, we'll say that he died. Be hilarious. Funny shit all week.
He was eaten by a Stegosaurus and see how long got.
Yep.
Oh, well, actually, a Stegosaurus wouldn't do that.
No, wait, they died like... Do you guys know Astif movie?
Yes.
Yes.
I am a Stegosaurus!
I'm back, mashallah. What the fuck is that thing? It's a dinosaur. And it's moving
Hello.
closer to you. Everybody's
Boy.
backed away. And it's just moving slowly towards yourself.
Oh, it's very close. Does it? Does it? What style?
Amber tries to discern that. Wasn't able to tell. It's very deliberately moving towards you, but it's not very fast, and its head seems to be looking left and right and tilting in odd ways, like a 3D camera.
Okay. Slowly. Walk away. Unless this thing follows him.
Do you think it's time for Eldritch Blast?
No. Okay, wait. Hold on. We're not going to initiate combat when this thing is right next to us. Okay, fuck.
Just there, bro.
It's
He'll-
just a zebra. What?
He's just there, bro.
He'll quickly walk up to, I'd say its shoulder,
Yeah.
the place in between the neck and the leg, which I'm assuming might be the most sturdy place. This thing, and will put my hand on it. Do you want
You.
me to make an animal handling to see if I don't slap this fucking thing? I'd say sure.
Oh no, it's fine. You touch the Stegosaurus Rex. And as you do, everybody who is standing here watches the Stegosaurus. Feels the hand on it. You feel this rough, leathery skin. This almost familiar feeling. You know, it's just like touching untanned leather, really. As you are taking it in. Everybody else on the back watches as its tail arises.
I hope it hits him.
Oh,
It'll be funny.
it's a 20 to hit.
Oh no! I was joking!
And that's 20 or dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Okay.
And use watch as he places a hand on it.
I wanted to feed it the berries.
And it immediately, like with speed, moves to the side as it does. The tail comes up and just... Gart, could you privately roll me a d20, please?
For sure.
As the Stegosaurus just starts to sprint away. At this point, would anybody like to do anything on a loose initiative going alphabetically? What part?
Wait, it
Oh,
runs
oh yeah, you're
alphabetically.
first. You're first. No, you are first. You're right. Sorry, you're AM.
Yeah.
You're AM.
Yeah. It runs away, correct?
Yeah.
If it turns around and makes another hostile action, I'll use Firebolt.
It uses
Ready in action.
Yeah, he runs 40 foot in another direction. The tail almost seems like an after swipe as it went to move, and the tail's just caught up and caught her Clive in the backswing.
Yeah, but if it happens to make another attack, then I'll shoot a Firebolt.
Really long tail on this creature, make an attack from there. But yeah, sure. Aziri, you're up.
Reach down and like mutter to Lathander as I.
Swear to fuck, if you're a barbarian,
My
you can
hands.
cast spells.
My hands start to glow and I reach out and I do that on.
Oh wait, shit, yeah, totally forgot. Aasimar.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
once more come to like your head is fucking pounding.
Blood spurting out your mouth.
Aziri just signs to you, idiot.
He'll sign back. I'll never make it as a Disney princess, and he'll stand up and sign. Thank you very much. I definitely learned a lesson. And we'll.
What did we learn?
So it's still where it is in this loose initiative right now. So
I sort of,
everybody else
Harry,
is free to take
half-
a turn.
I sort of half carry Gark and start helping him towards the north of the map into the jungle. That thing.
I'm just gonna back away slowly.
The guide stands there with you and Lena looks at you like, they're usually not skittish. You, my friend, just got unlucky.
He'll sign, you think, and if he's allowed to take an action,
No.
Still got a loose initiative, yeah. What are you thinking?
oh sorry, I heard the ruby thing and I thought she was superior to you. I'll
That's
also
funny.
use this on myself.
Yeah. Give yourself
Yep.
another
I'll
6.
apply it. Thank you.
What's up?
to just kind of, dap off the blood.
Yep.
And in the meantime, heal myself a wee bit.
As you, with all the sweat pouring off of you, start running through the jungle some more. Eventually, things start to get real bad. I require everybody to make a con save, please. Vox, you can take a turn on it if you wish, by all means, but what are you thinking? Oh! So you're Eldritch blasting the creature? Are you locking this in?
No, I see
Oh,
seagulls
fuck's
here.
sake.
Oh my
God
god!
damn it.
He's nothing if not consistent.
Do I get the seagull?
You get the seagull.
Oh shit! I have disadvantage.
Could I try to fireball the seagulls while I'm hungry?
I already took your action on this one. Now I'm going to quickly grab up a sheet for a
Oh, fuck.
person. Okay, so if things go fun, let me grab this sheet here and go con.
Why does Claymore have 2 saves?
Disadvantage.
Gark's self-imposed trials and tribulations.
No, he's heavy armor.
So, oh yeah.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, it's
Mithril.
It's mithril.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I rolled in D&D Beyond. I don't have the module turned on. Quinn got a 5. Good. He's push on more. He sweat lashing off. Yes?
I got a 10.
Yep.
How am I feeling?
Your mouth is very dry. Still, like... You were struggling to make any form of saliva in your mouth. And you're tasting things that you've not really tasted before. Mainly the jungle. Now that there's nothing there as a barrier, you are tasting and inhaling the jungle. And I mean, I guess if you were vegan, it would probably be alright, but I just get the feeling you're not vegan. So it's odd. You're feeling this ache in certain places, is like the straps of your weapons that are on like your shirt and like your bare skin. You're like running fingers up and like kind of moving it off to the side to let just like a little bit of air get to it to try and cool it down a little, but it is extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah, you didn't answer my... Did I fail or did I pass?
Oh, you passed it.
Okay.
DC was 5.
Oh,
No, it's only because if she fails, then she'll take her armor off. But at the moment, it's fine. She's stubborn.
Series wearing armor? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're wearing skill mill.
I would take out a sunflower seed and start chewing on it to try and make my mouth produce water.
Siri, Amber. Is it Brutus? Yeah.
To use 5 more of
Five.
this.
Ziri, Amber, Brutus, Clive, Rel, Icarus. Okay. So, this is where things get fun.
It feels like you said it every session.
I need another con save from everybody if we're pushing on.
I got him. Let's go, Exhaustion!
another one. Ouch.
And Rel, where's the con? These are pushing on and on. It's eventually like you watch as like Hurel gonna stand there for a moment, like, lifts the mask and just. Hurel, for everybody's own purpose here, Hurel rolled a 2 for 3. It takes a point of exhaustion. These are. Yeah. Moving on without the water, and the guide kind of looks around at everybody. Anybody bring any spare water? A barrel? Or something? Anybody?
There's water here.
Sure, go ahead. Gestures towards the water.
This is a rainforest, right?
If there's a difference between a jungle and a rainforest, then no. If there isn't, then yes. I do not know the difference. I learned it in primary school.
Most jungles are also rainforests.
This is a jungle, and it doesn't say anything in regards to it being a rainforest. So, yeah, this is a jungle, not a rainforest.
In the jungle.
The mighty jungle.
But
Where the leaves.
has it rained in the time that we've been here?
Not yet, no.
Not yet. Okay.
You could camp out. You could keep pushing. You could drink the river. I'm fine with whatever you're doing. For now.
Well, since we're here, I do like how these things taste. Can I hunt crab?
Sure. What is it?
I'll give myself guidance again, because why not? That's what guidance is for.
And guide. Wait.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me just see what I use a sling.
So you start to hunt crab with a sling. You get yourself a crab. It's the heat is getting to you in that regard. It's like things start to seem to be splitting of that mirrored image that you would normally get. The guy looks at you. Are we pushing or are we staying? I'm all for whatever you want right now. This is her but just vomiting over behind a tree.
Well, it's best not to camp on top of the vomit, so let's just go 20 paces forward and then camp there.
Sounds fun. You take a quick detour off from the beach into the wilds once more, where it is somehow just that bit hotter. As Ziri starts take off the armor, and you get down on it into the area and build up your camp. And it's a slow and arduous process that takes most of the time. Usually this takes about 5 or 10 minutes. About an hour later, everybody's still on the edge of trying, but it's up eventually, and you all sit down and just try to take everything in. The world is not kind today, clearly. But use take hindrance. A little time here and there to relax. as you are relaxed. You're taking it all in. The guide doesn't even build up a fire until much later on, once it has started to cool. And she kind of looks over at everybody. We pray for rain tonight, because if it's similar to that tomorrow, death will come your way, and my way. And I refuse to meet my maker here due to dehydration. Boy. Anyway, she starts to set up the area once more. I'm gonna draw a quick line on here for my own site. As the night progresses, we are up. Yeah, we're not like immediately sleeping, is what I would believe. We move for a period of time. We then rest after that. We move for 5 hours. We move for 5 miles. We spend another 5 hours or so to allow the time to elapse for the full length, 2 p.m. But upon this 2 p.m, as we relax, people doze in and out of sleep. People do all manner of things, but eventually it's time
You said
to.
it was going to
People.
rain, right?
You said let's pray for rain. Okay, good thing I rolled plenty of fucking rain. You watch as she brings out her water catcher once more, kind of places it down and stares at it and like looks up. Any day now, please. Count about 8 hours to this. 8 hours would be about 10 p.m. Would you like to take watches? Or is this one of those things that we
don't want to wake up.
risk?
Ziri would take watch.
Ah, D20 went a fucking walk.
Clive would take watch as well, but he'll just kind of stand guard in case anything happens, because he can't see shit anyway.
Well, this is arguably the best time for him to take watch. Broad daylight.
I don't think that's going to help a lot. So yeah, whoever's taking watch, whether Aziri or someone else, he'll kind of stand there as bodyguard, I suppose.
Yep. Let me quickly move salad fingers there. Bring everybody in together in a loving, caring embrace.
I would.
This.
There's love and care?
I would suggest that Huorel doesn't take watch, since sleep is needed. Or at least rest is needed.
Yeah. Then on watch numero uno, I will assume is Aziri. This whole session is just me writing W1, W2, and W3. That's Aziri.
I think Claymore also is there for the first watch.
Yeah, but he's not really watching.
He's
so I
there
don't
in
think-
spirit, really.
Yeah.
Watch 2 is...
I'd say the Devils once more again. Brooded in
Alright.
Then watch 3 will be Ishvarath.
Oh, I'm flashbanging that motherfucker. I'm setting his tent on fire.
Then, as your first watch here comes into play, Aziri, Claymore, Clive. That means here now. I gotta remember to bookmark the correct rest, jungle, camping, toggle navigation. Put it right over here. I said put it right over here. Put this one over here. And what I'll do, just for everybody's own safety as well, because nothing... There we go. You can also access this one at any given time, so that way we can flick back and forth with relative ease. And it sets the mood ever so well. Despite
Can
this
I
time
ask,
it's
are
broad
we-
daylight. Yes?
Are we near the river still, or have we actually moved away from it?
I'd say you've moved away from it about maybe... I want to say... like 30 foot. Like, I would say right now the resting jungle camp map is about as accurate as it's ever been.
So in that case, at the start of the watch, Aziri will take her mama's cooking pot.
Mhm.
And will go down to the river and scoop up water, come back and start sort of boiling it over the fire.
Okay. As you scoop up this water and place it on, I'm going to ask a really particular question, and I just hope I don't need to get the camera on and go downstairs into my kitchen. How big is this pot? Like, are we talking like the largest pot in a set of 3, or are we talking like, you know...
It says in the description.
It holds up to a gallon. So it's imagine you get those like small iron pots that you hang over a fire in old like houses and villages and stuff.
Mhm.
It's been sort of attached to the back of Aziri's pack this whole time. It's probably, I don't know, a bit bigger than a football, maybe.
Yeah.
Or soccer ball for Pepsi.
I believe I have a pot like that I do potatoes and soup in. Don't know exactly what you're on about.
But yeah.
You
Yeah.
put it on there and it bubbles and bubbles and bubbles and bubbles and boils away. And you watch. It bubbles and boils and troubles and trials. The heat it generates doesn't really help much. However, you don't see much steam escape either. But it does eventually boil down to about, say, the halfway-ish mark or so. You've been stirring it constantly, and by this point there's nothing rising to the top. A lot seemed to rise to the top here, as something seemed to bubble away, and you've skimmed
Sort
that
of like-
off.
And then pour the leftover, hopefully good water into my water skin.
Yep. Easily done enough. You.
Oh my God.
Right. Yeah. Thought someone said something there. Okay. Then, as all this comes through, I'm checking our numbers here. A lot of roll tables. Let's be honest. This is the worst thing about this campaign is all these roll tables. We'll get used to it. I'll never look at another roll table again. I absolutely fucking refuse. There we go. I'm not having another fucking dinosaur. I draw the line. I draw the line at a third dinosaur. Much better.
But they're funny.
Could
I love how
someone?
the plant's still there.
Oh, oops.
Oh, Vox, you're in the right area there. Why don't you be such a darling and roll me 3d6? Nice. Let's use. Are enjoying this bubbling away and pouring away. You hear this rustling in the trees. This whoosh, whoosh, shh, 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 speed of something moving extremely fast in your general direction.
Aziri will sort of like call alert, something's coming, and sort of like start trying to move towards the sound.
Yeah. As you all, as anybody who is present on that one comes through, I will move everybody I'll move everybody into tents that isn't on this watch. The guide will come through first, looking between yous. After a moment, you see as a bunch of little creatures seem to fly overhead, and some seem to land down by yourselves. Seven random little monkeys all seem to approach you.
Clive would like to hold out the berries. Seeing as these things can fly, it might be useful to try and befriend one. And otherwise, we have someone that would definitely just disintegrate the poor ape and eat it.
Yeah. As you hand over the berries, you watch as where the one just like looks at them. These, as you take them out now in the broad daylight, they are brown. They don't look very appetizing, but they still look fresh.
I don't mean to like hand it to them. I'm doing it like just holding my hand like up and out. And if one of them flies over and attaches itself to my arm or what the fuck ever, then cool. And otherwise he'll take the berries back.
One of these fat little boys does land on you. He is a little bit heavy, but he takes them and looks at them and just like wolfs at them down. As it does, like you can feel its weight as it just and just destroying the berries.
I will name you Wolf, Destroyer of Worlds and Berries.
Yep. You are in.
Does he immediately fly away?
As you operate and it eats it, now it kind of just like looks at you expectingly.
Can you share the art again?
Of course.
I clicked away. Clive would hold out a finger and see if he does anything with it. You know, like how a cat might head to something. See if this monkey might do anything with it.
Like takes his little hands, like grabs the finger and like investigates. We're rather curious and like kind of like pushes it down a little, and as you make little like faces, it seems to heart and like it seems to understand the emotion for certain. But it is still quite curious as your hands are quite scarred in comparison to its. But as it gets the general grasp of things that are going on.
If humans evolved from monkeys, did Aasimar evolve from this?
Fox, what the fuck are you smoking, man?
I mean, it is a working theory, you know. He's just a man of science.
Yes.
if it stays there for more than a minute, doesn't get bored, he'll give it part of a ration, some nuts and stuff. He's trying to kind of Pavlov it into companionship.
As you reach into your bag to get your rations,
Uh-oh. Fuck,
What
I forgot
rations?
about these.
as you turn round, there's just a monkey standing there with the rations. And it just starts to fucking run.
I'll point to Itchy and then point to the monkey and tell him
Sorry, that's a miss, I think.
one
No
time.
seagull. No
One
seagull.
time we need to hit.
Fun fact, it's a mess.
It
But
isn't
only
flying yet.
just.
It isn't flying yet.
No, it like just ran. So for it here on the map, it's 5, 10, 15. It's 20 foot away with this like a pack of rations. Is eager immediately turns and is the monkey.
Did it take all my rations?
Been there a while, mate.
So it's worth saying, Scottish, that each ration is £2. How big is this creature?
It's a medium creature, believe it or not.
Medium.
Wait, no, it is a small beast. Sorry, it is a small. It's the token sizes are still fucking with me. How many rations do you have out of curiosity again?
I had 16.
16.
I bought a lot in the port.
I'll say you're missing about 4 or 5 then. But I thought you had considerably less. I do hope that we've been knocking off our rations during our long rests, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I forgot.
Yeah,
I have. Didn't Huriel have none? Was I've carrying Huriel's by any chance?
I can just share with Hurel.
Who else been eating monkey and seagull? So
That one monkey that I was feeding, did that one fly away as well?
no. Whilst it is an intelligent creature, it's not that intelligent, and it still seems to be like, trying to act really cute and like inquisitive on you to draw your attention, even though you've very now noticed there is a monkey standing there with your rations. But it's like
Standing there with the Russians.
standing there isn't like, that loose initiative wise.
I'm gonna make an insight check.
Yeah?
I'll roll it so only you can see it, and I'd like for you to tell me whether or not Clive thinks. I forgot what I was gonna say. Whether this thing is like able to be my friend or not, or if it's going to fly away, something like that. No, is it open to companionship, or is it just here to fuck with me? Or fuck with us, I suppose.
Yes, next time you reach out with your finger, it's going to use it as a sex toy.
Fuck's sake, Vox. Fuck's sake. It looks like it would be... I would say it would be susceptible to that particular type of training. However, you would definitely need to get it from a young age. Everything here seems to be a little older. The fur seems to be whitening. And the eyes don't seem to be as bright as they could be.
Lenantar taketh, Lenantar giveth. I'd like to grab the monkey and try and smash its head in.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Look, if you steal my food, I'm going to steal your life, I suppose.
The monkey you are holding, or the monkey that has run away with your shit?
I'm not going to run after a fucking monkey and make a fool of myself. I'll grab this one by the fucking tail. Look, it's a little gruesome, but we need
It's not that, it's the extreme of it. It's like, Jesus.
we need the food, and this thing was like a part of it, Get pranked.
We have plenty of food.
I am gonna ask you,
By principle.
It asks you to make an unarmed attack.
Sure. Considering divine smiting it, not gonna lie.
If we weren't so low level, I would have fireballed all of them.
Actually,
The monkey just glows with divine radiance as Claymore fucking spikes it.
well, I do think that it has more than 3 hit points. Or Clive would think, my punch
This thing's
is
your
a big
ancestor.
So I
No,
will-
we have a shared ancestor. It's like
Yeah,
What the
sure.
fuck?
Your
Alright, well,
so your
hopefully it's
damage
not.
should be 3, right? On the unarmed strike.
Yeah, and then plus 3 from
Wow.
the smite. So 6. That was a
You-
terrible roll.
Stand there with the monkey as the other one starts running away, making the noise, and your hand just glows with divine radiance as you just spike the monkey. It's like all the rest of them like immediately turn and look, as there's just monkey mist all
I
over
didn't-
this place. Garket has
didn't
3
mean-
hit points. It has
I
3
didn't
hit
mean
points, and you
to
fucking doubled it with the
explode
divine smite.
I didn't mean to explode the thing, just to crack its skull so it die a quick death.
You straight up obliterated it. You doubled its hit points in one go. It's gone, man. It's gone.
Okay, well, I suppose it was in a appropriate fit of rage. He'll look at Philida and sign. He forgot for a moment that she doesn't know sign language. He'll sign still edible.
So you watch like she's like very clearly like holding like her bag on like the front and like making sure like all the things that could be removed are removed, and like she's like looking round and trying to see if there's any more. You know what? If only I had some space.
This feels like
Watches
some
she.
mafioso shit. Like leave behind a message. All right. Well,
Watches she moves her hand.
mission failed. Success failed.
You watch as she moves her
Double
hand, and as she does move her hand and takes a step backwards, you watch as one of the monkeys in the ground goes to run forward, and as it does, just grates itself across the ground. She just like holds up a finger. And you watch as like with every step that she takes, it seems to be almost painful as one of the other monkeys seems to run towards and just kind of like dies as it moves. You can make a perception check if you wish.
What the fuck is? What the fuck? Yeah. What are you describing, mate?
This monkey just killed itself.
wait, this is
What-
during the first watch, right?
This is during the
Or
first watch. But certain people have been awoken. There was a signal put out, only Aziri and Claymore have awoken. Aziri, you can certainly make a check if you wish.
I did shout to everyone to be awake, but
This is a similar situation as to when Vox shouted and nobody showed. Damn.
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well, their
It's
passive
like a-
perception should still be woken up, so you should give them the option of if they want to respond or not.
I gave them that option with the time that was given. Nobody seemed to do anything with that time, similar to Vox. You just do have the passive perception where you just would have woken up for it.
I think Ichvrath will like wait to see if there's more noise.
I mean, didn't Ickworth throw Eldritch Blast at the running monkey?
He did, yeah, so he is technically awake in his tent, so he is I'd say he's watching what's going on. If you wish to make a perception check, you can, Kurith.
Honestly, I would say Amber would just sit like at the entrance to her tent and just enjoy the show. You know, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'll make a perception check, but only listening because he's not actively watching. He's
There's-
not actively watching.
There's monkey business going on out here. But yeah,
I have an inkling of an idea of what might have happened, but I would like to hear what you have to say, Scott.
it's... after a little moment, she looks at you. Don't move. It'll hurt you. More than it's hurting me. You watch as she kind of takes the bow. There's two of them around Aziri right now. Aziri, you've been two monkeys around you as well.
Sorry, oh yeah, going. Okay, then. I've seen what Clive has done. I'm just going to bring up my hammer and try and smash one.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he wouldn't sign. He's fully got Stoli, you know. He'll sign. Let's keep them intact for food.
So anyway.
Tom, that's a mess. You try to whack-a-mole the monkey as they are. They've been kind of going around you. The great thing about not having much pockets and being the person that's been boiling and cooking water is you've not got your bag on you, and they're more concerned with the person than anything else. As Salada immediately takes her bow and fires at one Monkeh. And you will not believe it, but this bitch misses.
What the fuck?
She has the deck stacked in her favour, and she misses. And so she will try again. And she just hits on her second attack. As the one monkey by Aziri is immediately pinned to the ground. As the other ones immediately kind of just take flight. And as they do, immediately drop to the ground as you watch as she once more moves her hand. As there are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead monkeys here. And she has taken... that would be... She has taken 7 points of damage.
What the fuck?
She looks. Surely one person here knows how to cast a spell. She then sits down and starts skinning the monkey, as she's done previously.
Are there still monkeys inside?
There are 5 dead monkeys and monkey mist, but there are no more out in the camp.
Okay.
Monkey missed.
She starts to skin it. I suppose that other one is still kind of standing over there. I will just say that which was lost is regained. The woman starts to skin up these monkeys real quick.
I do have one question.
Yep.
Did we ever get an explanation for that one monkey that just kind of killed itself?
Get a spell.
Well,
It's
Oh, okay. Sorry.
it was some ability of this woman, and I think she used it twice, and it damages her. I don't know what ability that would be, but that's what I think happened.
Clive would sign to Aziri. First talking to birds, now this.
She'll sign back. I didn't talk to birds. That was
the guy talks to birds and makes monkeys kill themselves. I wonder what she can do to us if we ever, wrong her. Need to be wary, or I'm staying wary.
power word kill to hunt is an interesting method.
Might be more effective than Eldritch Blast.
Not even power word kill, is power word kill yourself.
She kind of skins up all the monkeys and places them by the fire. I'm going to get some sleep now.
I start trying to make some javelins.
Yep. If you...
Could Clive, with rather martial knowledge, try and help her with it?
Yep. He makes some very rather rudimentary wooden javelins. Very good for hunting, like small fleshy creatures. wouldn't be so good against armor, but they are definitely good for the hunt. Is your...
How many?
Give me sleight of hand with advantage. And... let's see. I'd say about 4 good ones. And about 3 shaky ones that aren't... they're not as straight as they could be. They're like little knocks and such in the wood that have been hard to shave on out, but... be good for stabbing and fishing as opposed to throwing.
Cool. I figure there'd be one use only, really.
For that, as your watch soon comes to a close and the monkeys are all cooked on up. And if you so kindly, who do you wake for watch number 2?
I will wake Itchy and Amber.
Okay, that was not the plan, but fine.
Icarith and Amber, as you are awoken to the sounds of Aziri and I guess Aziri, because you know Claymore could really only kick you awake.
Well, I would say good morning, but it's afternoon.
Yeah.
Itchy, go back to her.
What?
Yeehopper. Itchy, I suggest you go back to bed and I'll let Brutus take this one like we discussed earlier.
Fine for me, yeah. Good luck.
Brutus needs his sleep.
I carefully wake up Brutus. Don't worry, sweetheart. Me and my muscle god, we'll be fine. Okay, go get your rest. You'll need it.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize why people don't like it when you talk.
Good luck with the watch.
Thank you very much.
Tom?
Aziri pauses and looks long at you. And just sort of like stares at you for a long time before moving off.
Am I wearing anything of you, or just admiring the view?
You want an answer?
Yeah, I would love to.
I'm backing what it is.
I was under the impression that you were intelligent.
Well,
Alienating the people who are travelling with you is not a good idea. And then she walks off.
The wisdom is high on this barbarian.
as she walks away and is out, I wait for her to like go back to the tent and be quiet. And I just message Brutus. Well, looks like she stepped out the wrong foot out of bed before she even went to bed, huh?
Yep, that's a very nice fun fact, boss.
You are enjoying your second watch. Both of you just make a perception check. I'm assuming that Ruby reads, Amber reads book and Brutus does dumb thing. What?
I had a different idea, actually.
Oh, something new.
I would. Yes.
That's the first.
I mean, I'll make a perception check. I was gonna ask Bruce to keep an eye on the camp while I went to bathe in the river.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on the other idiots here, aside from
Thank
myself.
you very much.
Are you sure you want Brutus to keep an eye on the camp and not on you?
No, that's her role. Don't worry.
George Michael's Careless Whisper saxophone starts. Meanwhile, in Brutus's head, it's right said, Fred, I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Internally, it's just elevator music.
Yeah, no, I would like to go over to the river and like wash off all the sweat of the day,
Yeah.
and then like take like a fat hour just relaxing and then coming back.
you are in the jungle's waters. They are cool. They feel good. Everything is, I want to say right, but like nothing's ever truly right here in the jungle. And as you are sweating your approach,
The dinosaur sleeps tonight.
oh fuck, you are taking it all in. I am gonna have to ask you a very important question in a moment. There we go. Oh, this is just straight up wilderness encounter. Bad. No, this is right. Cool. Heads up my ass, do not worry. I am gonna ask you really quickly. A little shivering wash you have if you feel this odd prick, what would be a dirty 20. And so you are
Yep.
take 4 points of piercing damage. You kind of, in your wash, feel like you maybe stood on something or done something. Could I have a Constitution saving throw? Cool. As you wash everything off. Brutus. You
Yes.
sit with the elevator music playing in your head.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
You're the voice come through once more. Rather simple voice. You know, she ain't paying ya like I have. Why not listen to the big girl and disregard what your boss says for once? Be a man.
You know, you have a Oh wait, is this message? I'm just double checking because
I'm counting, don't worry. You know you have
Yeah.
a terrible.
you know you have a terrible way. Wait, how many letters is it?
25.
Way of enticing people, you know. Yeah, that's the message I replied back with.
If money's the problem, it's not an issue for me. Name your price to go back to bed.
That's all you want? Me to go to bed?
Belslasts don't come cheap, you know. But yeah, I want to see a man stand up for himself. And I'm willing to pay for it.
What are you gonna do exactly?
We're now on second level spell slots with ascending spell. Nothing that you need to know about. Maybe I just want some privacy. Or maybe I want to see you have a backbone.
Is there a way, like, can I don't, I'm trying to figure out how to word this, but like, can I like insight his like tone to glean anything from his intentions?
Sure, sure. You can certainly do that.
This is the best way I can put it. Up. Wait, actually, I do have an ability for this. So that would be classed as a failure, yes?
I have yet to roll, but let me quickly check my numbers.
Okay, because I was just going to say this ability specifically activates on a failure.
What's the ability?
Tactical Mind. Basically, rather than regaining hit points with Second Wind, I can roll a d10 and add it to the ability check, potentially turning it into a success. If the check still fails, the use isn't expended.
Cool. You want to ascertain if he is evil, malignant? Sure. They'll let you know right now. Wow.
That's still a failure?
Yeah. I didn't even roll a mod. I didn't even add my modifier. It was a natural 15.
Great.
Like I rolled it.
Right.
As
Well, I guess I get to keep that second win.
get to keep that second wind. I'll be getting back in a minute. Let me just check my list here as well. Yep. Cool. Just had to remember how many spell slots I had left. Yeah, he says this, and you try to listen in. Maybe it's the fact that it's a sending spell, but it is quite difficult to hear. It's quite difficult to understand that. You know, maybe you rely more on a face to go with a voice, a face you've only seen once, and try to picture it as you're hearing the voices. It's practically an alien concept.
You know what? I'm going to make a personal British check real quick. Fuck it, I guess.
Great.
I'm doing great. Bruce will crack his neck. I won't push my luck, but I'll say 8. I'll say 80 gold. Since I still haven't replied to that last sending, so 80 gold. And Brutus is gonna crack his neck and say, "Boss, I'm gonna turn a bit early. I don't think anything else is gonna happen. But if you'd like..."
Amber is currently down by the river.
Oh, forgot. My bad. Sorry, the token being there for me.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Brutus will crack his neck. I was gonna say he would leave like a little note for his boss, but I don't actually have any paper or writing, so he'll crack his neck and I've watched long enough tonight.
You go back in. About 10 minutes or so pass. You drift on off to sleep.
Oh, I never said I was sleeping yet. I want to wait a little bit to hear anything. Like maybe at most 20 minutes, maybe. Then he'll go to sleep. But he wants to hear out to see if he hears anything outside.
Make a perception check. As you are watching. Amber, you want to make a perception check whilst you shower?
I wouldn't say he's watching, he's more so listening out.
Don't worry. I'm asking for 2 separate rolls for 2 separate
sorry.
reasons.
What is that?
Oh, that formulation is wrong. So, wow, that was... Chris, as you are enjoying your little listening in, waiting, you hear this very light footsteps passing by your tent. After a moment, you hear just the thud. This small sack just seems to drop by your tent. A few moments. Ribby, I'm gonna ask you, using the river here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that complete automation. Using this river here, but we'll use it further up for your own sake. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Use the drawing tool and draw where you leave your clothes.
I see a nice few rocks over here that shouldn't be warm.
Yep.
I think I would put them on there, like jacket on the edge here, and then like shirt on the rock, pants on the rock, and like the rest kind of over there as well.
Yep. As you are enjoying your bath, polluting the waters of Chult with your soap.
Alright, no soap.
Oh, you're one of those ones.
Yeah, no, I think I wouldn't be like soaping. I would just be like more primitively bathing, like just washing off with water and like, getting the salt off my skin.
You are watching, and you see from your pile of clothes, the hat starts to rise. As it does, watch as it then seems to turn before being placed down. And you watch as it seems to just float there menacingly.
As I see it, I would like slowly get up and like stand up in the water.
Watch as your hat seems to be nonchalantly making its way to the west.
To the west. Oh, if I should move away, I'm like walking forward.
You kind of walk forward, like your hat stops, and you watch as the hat turns.
Like a head?
Like
Like
you were seeing the
like
back of the
on a
hat,
head?
now you're seeing the front of the hat.
Yeah, like it's on a head that just turned around kind of thing?
If that's how you wish to interpret it.
Yeah, but like that's like the kind of whip around. It's not like it's being held by a mage hand on one
More
special.
like a Michael Keaton's Batman turning round, where it's like that whole body turn.
Yeah. Who? Here, let me get back into my voice. Who goes there?
The hat moves back 5 feet.
Like, where's it? Is it so it's now on the rocks?
No, it's constantly moving in this direction.
Oh, yeah. So and then it went back 5 feet.
Yeah, it went back further 5 feet. Like back as in towards the west.
I take a few more steps forward.
The hat seems to match your pace in moving backwards.
Can I insight or arcana to figure out what's going on here?
You can arcana. That there would be invisibility.
Alright, so I'd like Stop running! Give me my hat back. I'm just assuming it's like a monkey of some sort that somehow is invisible.
You watch as the
Monkey.
back of the hat turns once more, and as it does, you watch as the form, this broad-shouldered form, seems to come down. It's a bit hard to make out as you see this blackish cloak. It seems to be almost leathery. As you watch as the hand moves behind. Stop moving.
Well, thank you very much. She looks down, realizes she's naked, quickly grabs her, like just her jacket and throws it on. Thank you very much. What can I help you? You seem like... Why are you taking my hat, first of all?
You watch as the head turns round and you see some whitish hair on some dark skin. Your dark vision's kicking in, but these are very pronounced colours. Just a collector of hats.
Well, if you don't mind, I would like my hat back, please. It's a personal item of mine.
And they vanish.
Motherfucker, my hat!
You watch and just they poof this. You can make an Arcana check with your reaction if you like.
Fuck!
I was gonna give you the DC and everything, but like.
Do you want us to try to save that with Bard?
Do I don't think I have a bardic even.
I think you use it on yourself too. Wait, no, you're not a Bard. You're a...
Yeah, no, fucking hell.
There is still an inspiration that you haven't used.
Fuck it. I'm using my inspiration. Fuck me.
And with that, your hat goes into the jungles of Chult as you stand there basically naked. Like, the fuck? My hat.
I'm gonna fire Brutus.
Hey, you don't know anything.
I just stuff the rest of my clothes in my backpack. And make my way back to the camp.
So you make your way back to the camp. It's only you.
Does the token need to be updated now?
What
No. No, I'll fabricate a new hat. I don't care. I'll just learn minor illusion and always illusionate a hat on my top of my head. I don't care. I'm not losing my fucking hat. That's my entire personality.
Ah, lovely.
But yeah. As you all know, hatless and naked, standing here with no one else.
I have my jacket around me.
Oh, it's... Doesn't really
Not sure
matter.
that's better.
It's a big,
Doesn't it make you a
big
flash?
trench coat. It covers what matters, you know.
Did you become a flasher? Why are you naked
doesn't
with
just
just
make you a
trench
flasher?
coat?
You're just gonna go woo.
Aren't you guys supposed to be asleep?
Yes.
We can mock you out of character.
It's the voices in your head.
Yeah, all the players are the voices in your head.
It's just another multiverse. What happened when you showed up and everybody there, you told them the story the next day. The story you won't tell them. Brutus. Add... How much was it you said?
80.
Add
80.
70 gold to your sheet.
70.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
Asshole move.
Alright.
Brutus, you're in your tent, correct?
Yeah.
As I step back into the camp and I don't see Brutus on his usual spot, I Look at Brutus. Where'd you go?
Took a nap.
We were.
Coming from his tent.
God damn it! Get out of here. You were supposed to be watching. What happened to that?
Man, nothing was happening. I got tired.
God damn it! Like as Bruce moves your hair
And I
slightly
mean,
more clinking.
you didn't pay me to tell you that.
God fucking damn it! You know I'm broke. We said we would split the profits, okay? Why you go back on the promise once again?
I didn't go back on the promise. I watched. You didn't say for how long.
God damn it!
I fucking love semantics, I do.
Well, you aren't gonna believe what happened. Somebody fucking stole my hat.
Your entire personality?
Man,
Yeah.
somebody's picking up a P45 tomorrow.
Delay. Where'd it go?
I don't know. It was some weird creature with white hair and black figure or some shit. He just took it and then poofed away. I don't fucking know. I didn't keep track of what he was doing, but he was invisible, stole my hat, and disappeared. God damn it! You know what I did with that hat, right? Like how long it took to get me. That was a custom fitted hat to fit my horns.
Oh. Well, here's hoping this job is enough to replenish that.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to go through the jungle with a thrusty head.
Your brain?
What brain? Come on, you've known me.
Fair enough. Well, here, try using, I got rope if you want a bandana. I can cut you a piece.
Maybe the gods can craft me something. They seem to be proficient with certain survival things, you know.
I mean, if you want, you can have my... If you want, you can have my old helmet. Now I got this dreadful one.
Sure, yeah. My head feels empty. I would like it, please, yes.
Brutus, can I have your backup gimp mask, please?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the exact same, but without red eyes.
You know what? You know what? I'm really gonna be perpetually casting dramaturgy to make my eyes look the same.
Sad tiefling noises.
Wait, and also, isn't Brutus several like larger than you? So it's just
Yes.
oversized helmet going around.
Yes.
You can just adjust the straps or something.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm curious because I have a pretty long. What material is my jacket made out of?
Probably leather or something. I don't know. I don't know protective jackets. Denim.
Could I shorten the jacket and use the leather to make a new hat? And just start that crafting project. Or
That would require some leather working tools there, buddy.
Ah, god damn it. I'm just gonna, the rest of the watch, I'm just gonna start, looking through my book to see if I can find anything that matches the creature that took my hat.
No. There is no creature that humanoid that looks like your hats do.
It doesn't have to. I'm just gonna be furiously studying if I can figure out where it could have gone and why it could have taken my head. And that's just how I'm gonna spend the rest of my watch.
Then as the watch comes to an end, as you furiously flick through a book, we end our watches on who you wake up next.
I wanna wake up the blonde, the Aryan-looking guy. And I'm gonna do that by casting Dramaturgy and using the Phantom sounds. So I just wish create the whisper of wake up, wake up, wake up, it's your time to watch, but in an ominous sound. It's the second to last one.
Yep. As you are enjoying your rest there, and you hear that Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, type your watch. He's gonna like just lying there, hearing the whispers of your long dead ancestors or something.
Ichthreth will get up and get out of his tent.
As you get up and out, and I'll move you like this, and then I'll move this like this. Just throw people
Wait,
in
I have to
tents.
get out of the tent through the door.
Oh, God, you killed me.
And I'll say thank you to Amber.
You're welcome, and I disappear into my tent. And he starts sulking before falling asleep.
Did I hear all of that with the about the hat? Since she was probably quite loud in her.
Yeah, I'd
her
say
anger.
it probably woke you up a little bit, heard some of it. Okay, but just a little, just heard some of it, I would say.
Where's the pile of furs of the monkey?
Let's see over
that-
here.
I'll go get some of the nicer pieces that are like larger, like a bit larger than others.
Hmm?
And then on my watch, I will try to cut them. And I mean, the river is also nearby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll wash them like from any blood or damage. I'll cut them into like nice pieces and try to make a rudimentary hat.
Okay. You start doing that over your watch, and you have enough to like get the shape and such. You don't have any tools here that I can see that would allow you to make this.
No, just very rudimentary with a dagger.
You just
Or I mean, maybe a sickle. I don't know if a sickle might be better than a dagger for that.
just a whole ass sickle hanging out of Amber's head.
What? No,
Oh,
to
for
cut it
cutting.
into.
Cutting, yeah, perfectly fine. You cut it up into all the necessary shapes that would be needed. You make a. It's like one of those like hats that's, you see like those stereotypical mountain men wear, where it's very clearly this was a raccoon. It even has the tail, and like you've got something close to that made up. Just you need to be able to stitch it together. Right now, it's going to be more like a loose fabric. But you make this odd shape, a hat thing. I don't know the name of it, but it's giving me all manners of inspiration.
I like the vision he's going for. The tail being like going under the chin, and then like the feathers are being sticking out at the top.
I mean, if the tail is there, I can make like holes in the rest of the fur so that the tail is like going through, and I can make a knot in the tail.
Like tying a towel over your head, essentially.
No, using the tail sort of as not really rope, but like to tie the hat together. Not really stitching, but very rough stitching, you could say.
Oh, I kind of get it. It's like you're tying it around and tying a knot and getting a general shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just very rudimentary. Not very well done. I don't really have the skills. I mean, I can roll for something if you would want me to.
Yeah, I'd say just give me a survival check. Just a standard ass survival check.
Okay, well, I have guidance for that. Which doesn't help much, but you can barely recognize it as a hat, but
You can also barely
put it on
recognize it
your
as a
hand.
monkey.
Looks more like a monkey than a hat, I would say, but you can put it on your head at least. And I'll hang it like over the front of the tent so that Amber will find it when she wakes up.
As you are coming to this end of this, and the night draws in. The heat seems to dissipate, and instead, whilst it is still humid, there's this rather thin veneer of mist and fog that dwells over a sort of "fuck Darth Vader, I'm gonna snap your neck" as you watch around. There are certain large leaves where water has seemed to gather from the dew and the heat that is now cooled down significantly. You hear what sounds like rain. However, it's more just the collected water falling down. Things get rather warmish, but also cool. Ruby, you good there?
Yeah? Sorry? What's up?
I hear every breath you've made for the past 5 minutes.
Oh, goddammit. Yeah, no, I swapped to a different mic for a second, but apparently it's very sensitive. Is that better? No. Fuck.
It seems to switch from like your headset. But
Yeah. I mean...
for it,
There you go.
if we all wish to knock off 4, because it's been about 4 long rests, given the amount. It's been exactly 4 long rests. Everybody knock off 4 rations.
I already knocked off 3 before.
Then knock off a final. As I will now collect our time.
Should I also give one to Furel?
Monkeys.
Okay. And should I roll for perception for the watch, or?
No. Your watch goes by uneventfully.
Okay.
Alright, let me...
And then
Is that a leak?
is what a leak? Yes, that's a leak.
Was that already there before?
Yeah. I like to do set dressing, okay? But
What are the other things? It's like pieces of bacon or something?
oranges, yam, steak, and pear.
There.
I'd like
Where
to
is it?
look.
There.
When I wake up and like go outside, I see the hat, right? Like what's supposed to be a hat, right?
When you wake up at 10 p.m, you're all awake, take a nice long stretch, ready to see what day 6 of travel has in store next week.
Well, I wanted to roleplay the hat before I forget.
I'll write it down for you, don't worry.
Thank you.
But it's the 3, it's a